This is Roma Reacts, a series where I watch patron-submitted videos with all of you guys, and the first video is sent in by Pokegirl, and it is the Beastars Season 2 OP Kaibatsu Yasobi? Let's check it out. I thought it was the volume was down for a second. So we saw another one last week as well. It's interesting now because like while last week we saw a very kind of like a natural take on this, like of a wolf going through the forest almost, like it's almost like very like mundane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And there's the rabbit again. This depiction again with the rabbit, like very good song though. I love strong choruses like that, I really do. Yeah, I love a good strong chorus. Again, like obviously it's a wolf in like normal clothing here. Cityscape is cool too, right? The rabbit interests me so much, so much. Really good song. It's a really, really good song. Splash of colors here as well. Again, there's always like a hint of like violence, a hint of fear from this rabbit with the wolf like hanging over her as well. But now grabbing her on to save her, I guess. It's gorgeous. Really gorgeous scene. Look at this, like it's so like heavenly. Interesting. So I'm kind of like, oh, it's Netflix. Okay, so this is a Netflix anime, which means it's probably going to be, yeah, Netflix anime usually means that like it doesn't get copyrighted. Also, yeah, they once they upload something, they like want people to watch it and all this stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. Like the anime, like the opening is good and like the colors are great, the visuals are great. The tones I'm getting from this is almost like a struggle from like the wolf. In this sense, where like the rabbit is like kind of like maybe like a little bit fearful of their relationship, maybe, or maybe like their friendship or something like that, because they still, you know, even in the last one they showed like, you know, there is like this thing where like he has his care for this rabbit, but I wonder if there is like a tone like of like, because we've seen it in both of them where it's like this relationship isn't like all we naturally in real life we don't know this relationship to be normal. Right, the idea of a wolf and a rabbit, and I wonder if they use that symbolism a lot to their to you know, in the writing of the story as well when it comes to this stuff. Super interesting, because again, I wasn't like expecting this, I suppose, from this, because again, it is like a rabbit and a wolf. It is really cool visuals. The heavenly visuals at the end are really cool too. But yeah, I'm just trying to like piece through in my head like again, that's what I'm getting from a tone of like self-frustration, trying to hold yourself back in the face of something that, like, you know, naturally you might want, or maybe they're trying to play with the fact, maybe it's just for the openings they're trying to play with the fact like of the beastly part of it as well, because it is pretty interesting. Yeah, and also I know this is an anime, I know it's been an anime for a while, it's just something I never got to like get into myself. But yeah, thanks for showing this, Pokegirl. The next video is sent in by Solvix, and it is a second Fate opening. For these, it's actually a set of 3. Okay. Fate, Stay the Night, Rialta, Ultimate Blade Works. These are really cool. Crazy visual to start. Yeah, I like the character designs in this. I do like the character design in this. I do. And like, there's always like snippets in these Fate openings of like, you know, some like really sad, desolate stuff mixed in with some of the coolest like violence you've ever seen in your life. Rialta Nua. Like, see, like little tidbits, like little blood stains, and then even before we get into a battle here. I think jet black hair characters, like, I am a sucker for sometimes, but like, because again, sometimes in anime you'll have like so many characters that like, especially like sometimes main characters that have like something brightly colored hair. Depending on the show, of course. It always depends. Nice. Again, like a chorus is so important in an OP. It's so important to me. It seems like there's so much in this that's based on combat as well. This creature is insane. Just nonchalantly. Gorgeous scene. Absolutely gorgeous scene. The lights and everything. Whoa. Again, just this guy, like it's almost like a reverse isekai or so, because it doesn't look he's in a different world. Look like it's just the world's come to him almost. Yeah, really cool visuals as usual. Really cool character designs. Some really beautiful scenes as well. That's like I always like look at sometimes when you're watching these OPs and like it's like, oh my god, like this is actually like pretty freaking gorgeous. Like, you know, like little tiny like things that like happen just over like in the space of like a second. You can look at it. And again, like I think OPs are so fantastic like this because you can watch it once. If you watch it a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time, if you're watching the whole show for like maybe 14 episodes, like it has the same OP, you start to notice like almost everything in it, and you start to appreciate a lot of stuff. Like that scene, like, you know, with her curling up her legs up to the table as the sunlight's coming in. Again, there is like a sadness to it, but it's still so beautiful at the same time too. A lot of violence, but the violence looks like very choreographed. Not in a bad way, you know, like choreographed in a way where it's like the fight sequences look like they'd be really cool too. Music was awesome as well. Thank you so much for sending this in, Solvix. It's always interesting seeing shows that I've never seen before, like the OPs of them, because like it's like getting a flavor for something that like, you know, it's like how well does the OP sell the show, because I feel like that's such an important thing for any anime. Thanks, Solvix. Next video sent in by Leon, and it's all the JoJo Bizarre Adventures endings part 1, 2, 3. There's some trivia about the endings in the description. Let's check it out. This is famous. Right? This is the meme song. But I've never heard it in full. This is crazy. Especially with these visuals. Oh my god, the song is so much cooler than the meme. That is... The meme's almost a travesty now. Interesting character design with this guy too, look at this. You know what I mean? Like it's almost a travesty. That like what I mean by that it's a travesty is like the meme is famous and like it's really cool and it's funny and like I've laughed at those memes before, like the to be continued memes, but like I never looked up the song of what it was, and like now hearing this, it's like it's actually like a really good song. Great character design. We love distinctive character designs. We love having character designs that you can recognize it's from the show right away, right? That's always my feelings on it. This song is so much cooler than what I thought it was gonna be. I didn't even know it was a song. I just thought it was like a I knew it was a song, but you know what I mean? I thought it was like just the meme. This is a song that like when I was a kid I would have heard my parents listen to and would be in my brain forever. The original audio of this ending was the second section of Roundabout, but copyright flagged it and would have been demonetized, so I just used the section and played it in Phantom Blood ED. Okay. But it's like a different visual thing as well. It's so like crazy to me because like to me I always saw JoJo as like a very like modern thing, and you're having like these like sculptures in the not sculptures but like artifacts in the background. Such very, very vibrant designs as well, aren't they? Like I didn't expect it at all, is what I'd say. Like look, it's again like all these designs are so like distinctive. They go all out with this stuff in a way that's like it's not about like, you know, being over the top. It's about like, you know, being so different from each other that like, you know, they stand out so well. The song, I can't get over this song. Very vibrant colors. We love a good vibrantly colored character. Yeah, it's like really interesting because again, not knowing what why all the different like artifacts are there, or the This is really neat. It sets a different tone, doesn't it? Wait. What? And I'm blanking on the famous song's name. Of that, yeah, yes, walking like an Egyptian. Is this like a is this whole season set in like Egypt, or like maybe something like that? There it is. Yeah, walk. It's not a cover. This is the Bangles. It's not even a cover. I thought it was a cover for a second. This is crazy. They licensed a song for the outro. I can appreciate it so much. I can appreciate it so much. Look at this. Look at that shot. I could have listened to that song a bit longer, if I'm being honest with you guys. What? What? Okay. Rugrats vibes. No, it's like... The outros are so creative. And like the intros were like very like, they were creative, but they were like very like, within the realms of reality. Not reality, but within the realms of like... I don't know what to say. Like, it's like a different alternate realities outros. Like, look at this. If I was watching a show of this and this popped up, I'd be like, what the hell is this? What? This is mad. And again, the colors are beautiful, by the way. I love the colors. The Oingo Boingo Brothers. Okay. So I remember watching the intros a few weeks ago, Leon. I remember saying to myself as I was editing the video, and I was like, yeah, I thought the JoJo intros would be way weirder. You know what I mean? I thought to be way crazier because they have some crazy visuals and some crazy stuff. Like some of the stuff is like, whoa, that is, but a lot of it is like very like more stylistic in a very classy way, mixed with a very like, it's almost like abstract mixed with this like classy style, right? The outros have been just batch. I almost swore. they've been insane. So they got a second outro as well. Like I definitely don't. I get a different energy from a gunslinger. I get a different energy from this that I did completely from the other games, like the other intros. So prophetizes with comics, so like predict stuff with comic books. Like strangely like endearing are both these characters as well, right? Like strangely endearing. So interesting. The only yeah, this is so abstract. It's so abstract in a way that's like I don't even know what's going on. I'm sure like if you watch the show, these two characters are actually like characters that you probably meet every once in a while. But maybe not. I don't know. Wild. Like, what is this? What is this? And we changed to a completely different tone again. And this is what this feels more like one of the intros, like, so, well, again, so far. Like, what I meant is, like, kind of, like, abstract class. Does that make sense? Like, this classy, like, mixed with crazy. It's very somber, though. Love the hairstyle on that guy over there. I feel like I've just gone into a different world. I'm in a different universe now. I'm a different person after watching the Oingo Boingo Brothers. Yeah, this is so... I imagine the tone of the series, this season maybe, was like very different from the other ones. And I always find that sometimes happens with, like, even like stuff like say Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, they had like one of the most like fun-loving outros for season 1. Then for season 2, like, their outro like changed again, and their outro would change every single time. But like the second outro for Jujutsu Kaisen, I remember, like, because things were getting more serious, they were like, okay, like, here's a little of a sadder tone for the outro, right? And then, like, you know, they kept doing that, and then like season 2, part 1's outro, I can't listen to it without just crying my eyes out. So I wonder if the tone did change for the show at this point with this. Are these all licensed songs? I know anime is licensed songs sometimes, by the way. In fact, a lot of times there are licensed songs. But sometimes you get songs composed directly for them. Very cool energy here as well. We love a character with jet black hair. Yeah, it's very like... Well, the tone I'm looking for is like more a reminiscent tone, like looking back on stuff. Maybe that's what you could talk about it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys could like correct me on that. Yeah, so I don't know what to think about like the middle one, because I feel like I just like entered into a different universe. The first one we saw was interesting as well, because I didn't know it was like maybe it's set in Egypt, maybe they're set with like these hieroglyphics and like these not even hieroglyphics, because some of them might have been. Maybe it was just like the song that kind of made me think it was Egypt or whatever. Because some of those didn't look. Again, I'm not an expert on stuff, so you couldn't even tell me. I couldn't even tell you. But like, I think that this happens though, and I don't want to just make it seem like it's just JoJo that just does this, because it sounds like I'm insulting JoJo in a way, but which I'm really not. Like, the intros like have this like very weird class to them, like abstract, crazy class, while the outros for the first few parts like were very like the first one was like very different, very like almost like not darker. It was darker in colors and darker in stuff, I guess, but like it felt a bit like more not upbeat. It's really hard to put my finger on it. Like, they're so different. They're so different from the OPs. Because the middle one, the Oingo Boingo Brothers, like, the colors are beautiful. The actions were really funny. Like, all the stuff was confusing. And then the last one that we saw there as well was, like, the tone was just, like... I was, like, feeling like a lot... Like, it felt like reminiscing. It felt like looking back on something. It felt like it was, like, nostalgic without even being something I know about. I'd like to know more about this for sure. Oh, there's trivia. There's trivia. Let's go. Yeah, there's trivia in the description. Let's check out the trivia. That's good. Good call, Calvin. Okay, so Roundabout was chosen from a list provided by the RK staff. In a battle of tendency openings for Roundabout, you can see the Easter eggs for JoJo's parts of 2 to 7. Okay. The villain concerto endings are the only used for the respective episodes, and are the only openings that aren't from well-known musicians. In the Last Train Home ending, which is one we were talking about, the somber one, Kyoiken can be seen reading a book titled Golden Wind, a reference to part 5, Vento Aria, Golden Wind. Pat Menethee and Lyle's Maze album as Falls Wichita. So Falls Wichita has inspired the 19th century American setting of Araki's own writing of Part 7, Steel Ball Run. Thumbnail is the Volume 4 art of Jonathan Joestar. Okay, so the first one is Walk Like an... So the Crusaders is... The first one is Roundabout by Yes. Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles. Villain Concerto Oingo Boingo Boingo. And Boingo, and then it's the same artist again, and then The Last Train Home by Pat Menethee Group. Okay, thanks for that. Thank you for that. So with the last one, they're trying to portray the 19th century American setting, which would make sense because a lot of the late 19th century was a very, maybe I'm wrong in the setting of this tone or the show, but like it was a very reminiscent time. It's very like a lot of people looking back on stuff because things are changing constantly. Things are changing all the time. So maybe that's it. Maybe we did get some of that right anyway. Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you so much for sending those, Leanne. It was always interesting to see shows that I've never seen before in Roma Reacts. Thank you. The next video sent in by I don't even have to look, but it's Angel. It's Angel313 and it's Zerobaseone featuring Keikon Japan. Let's check it out. I don't know what this is, but we'll check it out.
나오나요?
Is there subtitles? Yes.
그래서 내가 이거 만들고 할게.
모르겠네. 안 파면이야? 안 파면?
Nice instrument.
왜안 파면 기타를 갖고 왔어?
이게 일본 와서 내가 그 말을 했고 내가 이거 들고 온 이유는 난 항상 알다시피 보이스 플래닛부터 이렇게 경연이 끝나거나 일정이 끝나면 뒤풀이로 노래를 하는 거야.
그치?
전화 한번 하고 가려고.
전화? 원카웨이 부를까요?
네.
Let's go.
I'm only one call away.
Good song.
I'll be there to say
It's not a song I'd listen to, but it's one of those songs where I'm just like, oh yeah, that I don't know who sings it. So like maybe like I don't know if like watch this now, like with everything that happens in my life, it's probably gonna be like the most like with my look, my 50-50 pull look, it's gonna be like the most problematic person ever. But like it's I just know the tone of the voice is really good. This is really sweet. Oh, by the way, I love the zip ups. The zip ups are so nice.
좋은데?
지금 느낌 너무 좋으니까 다른 멤버들 진행을 한번 다른 멤버들 노래 들어.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
가요.
저희 오늘
Oh, it's Charlie Puth. Okay. Yeah, again, a song I would listen to, but I like the sound of the voice.
끝났습니다, 여러분.
네.
그렇죠?
네.
그래서 말인데요. 전 여러분들의 노래가 듣고 싶고 저도 노래 부르고 싶기 때문에 저가 늘 하던 대로 자 테레 쇼 타임을 시작하려고 합니다.
I like when they show that they're actually friends, by the way.
자, 여기 다 앉으세요.
That does mean quite a bit to me.
악기 완전 신기하네.
전 기타가 없으면 마음의 안정을 찾을 수 없어요.
이거 소리 나?
잠깐요.
오, 기타 소리 아닌데?
우쿨렐레 소리가 나지
가야금.
않아? 쌀을 찾겠습니다.
Do they get paid to do this, by the way? Like, do these extra videos? Or like, because I imagine, like, for me, I remember I used to watch the Biffy Clyro behind the scenes stuff, and like I literally would watch scenes of them going to the shop and buying stuff when I was a teenager. Now I haven't done as much because like I used to get them with CDs, and you don't buy CDs anymore, so I didn't know people just uploaded these onto YouTube now.
We're not alone.
Guitar skills. It's nice to hear their raw voices as well in the especially in like a hotel like this. That Gucci hoodie is honestly serving. Yeah, they have good voices, and again, I always love. This is 1 year ago, okay, and I always love hearing like the raw vocals. Like, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I know, they're sweethearts, aren't they? They're absolute sweethearts. Hand on the other hand. This is the comfort, by the way. You're comfortable with someone if you can put your hand on their leg and they put their hand on your hand. The comfort. Nice. Very nice tone as well. The guy with the guitar, by the way, has confidence to spare. confidence to spare, or maybe it's just a lack of like caring what other people think. That's also a thing as well, you know.
우리 이거 부르면 잠깐 소름 돋았죠.
맞아.
그렇죠. 저만 그런 거 아니죠. 네.
That's so sweet.
울면 안 돼요.
Them actually getting chills off themselves. Like I love the camaraderie. That's really nice.
너무 고생하셨습니다. 네.
Super nice.
안녕. 자 이곳에는 지금 야식을 드시고 계시는 우리 지웅이 형과
Oh.
자 우리의 명품 보컬이죠.
Oh.
우리 작사
A late night
작곡
snack.
전문 한유지.
The best boy. My boy.
찍고 있는 거야?
I know, come on. Sweetheart in 10 halves. Are you kidding me? Yeah, like I didn't know like I didn't know I was going to have like a favorite when this started, but yeah.
점을 마무리하고
그죠.
지금 이렇게 힐링 타임 즐기고 계신데
나도 빨리 힐링.
저 야식의 힐링에다 더 추가할 만한 게 뭐가 있습니까?
저는 개인적으로 테레 목소리라고 생각합니다.
아이 제 목소리는 이제 저희 함께한 목소리.
테레 씨, 그 전에 말이죠. 네. 눈물 한 입만 한번 해보시겠어요?
드링킹. 아 저요?
네.
아 알겠습니다.
Oh yeah, share the food. No, they're sweethearts. They're absolute sweethearts. I know he's like the oldest as well.
촬영 끝낼까요?
Because I actually said before, I was like, he seems like an older brother vibes. Like he seems like the eldest brother. The way like he kind of like Because I also said as well, I think he is like look at me like fall in love with someone. Like I think that he's like, yes, he's the oldest brother vibes, but he also has this vibe where like he is like the least confident, most confident person I've ever seen ever. You know what I mean? Like a person with such confidence, but is also like the most awkward creature who ever lived. You know?
너무 맛있습니다. 너무 고생하셨습니다.
또
감사합니다.
Mukbang.
인사하세요. 안녕.
안녕.
이제 마지막 타자. 저 뒤에 보이는 김규빈과 박건우.
You can tell there's also not like a rock star bone in their bodies in a good way, where it's like there's no one going like, I'm eating food, I'm doing this, like, you know, there's like almost like a very much like a very like a trust between them all, but also like there's also the relationship where like they know that like probably know that each other's boundaries and all this stuff, which is really nice too.
이제 이렇게 힐링을 즐기고 있을 때 제가 또 찾아와서
And they also dress nice out of videos too.
테레쇼.
Like all the outfits are really good.
테레쇼.
자 오늘 두 분은 뭘 부르시려고?
제 생각에는 뭔가 이제 처음 시작이었고
그렇죠.
시작을 끝냈으면 한번 초심으로 돌아가는 것도 나쁘지 않다.
그렇죠.
라는 생각이 듭니다.
그리고 저희가 오늘 이제 세이마이네미랑 남빛나로 되게 상큼한 무대를 보여드렸잖아요. 이렇게 청량하게 이어가는 노래를 준비했습니다. 바로 오범입니다.
오범이
Over me?
오케이. 저도 오범이를 알기 때문에.
네.
자 오범이 바로 한번 불러볼까요?
좋아요.
가사를 봐야 되기 때문에 저는
여기
선창.
오케이.
저요. 오케이.
And I was about to say, so sorry for interrupting your singing. I know that's sacrilegious maybe to some. I really feel like one of the most interesting things about listening to them sing like this is that like they probably sing together all the time. So like me being like, oh, they're so confident to sing amongst each other, but like they're probably so used to it at this stage. Like they probably do it every day.
I swear that I'll never doubt you. 멋질 듯한 감정은 true. 숨길 필요는 없어 우린
Wow.
내게 더 취해 조금씩 기대 마음은 더 비대 못 보는 미래 또 너라는 물감의 시대 변해가고 있는 내 모습
The people in the next hotel room, it's like it's loud, but it's nice.
뭐야 이거?
야 실수
You can actually do this. Okay, no, maybe not to the highest. Whoa. No, I think they're all sweethearts. The guy in the far left here is like very shy. Very shy.
맞나요? 너무 신나버렸긴 저희가 마지막으로 짧게 저희 테레쇼 호스트님의 테레님의 레전드 무대죠. 남자가 사랑할 때 조금 불러보겠습니다.
남자가
오케이.
사랑할 때
저 그럼 너무 뿌듯한데요? 한번 들어볼까요?
남자가 사랑할 때 꼭 항상 머물면서는 해주고 싶은 게 참 많아 사랑에 빠질 때 남자가 사랑할 때잘 봐봐
This guy, and again, I'm so bad with the names still. This guy here in the live performance, like, actually stunned me with a lot of stuff because I just wasn't expecting because I guess we didn't hear the direct vocals all the time, and sometimes it's you don't discern who's singing every single part all the time. But live, I was actually like very stunned by his vocals.
잘 봐봐 이런 기분을 느낀다면 내게 빠진 거야
We're laughing, but they're like good. They're good.
센스 좋다. 와, 나 당했어.
The glasses combo on this guy as well is very
해버린다고?
fantastic.
여기가 사실 하이라이트죠.
내게 빠진
Tay-Ray?
테레가 미쳤나봐.
Tay-Ray?
미쳤나봐
여기까지.
자, 너무 뿌듯하고요.
아,
자,
We love glasses that suit people that much.
감사합니다. 성공적으로 끝났어요, 여러분.
So it's the Tay-Ray show.
인사할까요, 마지막으로? 하나, 둘, 셋. 안녕.
일어나
Wake up?
안녕.
No, and they're sweethearts. And again, I really do enjoy people showing me stuff like this because I really feel like it's not only just like seeing stuff about like seeing vocals, which is always awesome, and seeing the beautiful music that comes into this stuff as well. But it's also a case of like, understanding like, I guess why a lot of people love these guys as well. For me, like I said, and it's not because I grew out of it. It was mostly just because I remember I used to watch Biffy Clyro's. I got Biffy Clyro behind the scenes DVDs, and I used to get the behind the scenes DVDs with CDs, and because CDs kind of stopped, I was like, oh, like I guess like I just don't do this anymore. But I wonder if like some of my favorite bands have stuff on their YouTube channels that are like, I know actually Biffy Clyro does do that. Sorry, Creed and Cambria still do that, where you get to see them record stuff, but like. The reason why I love the Biffy Clyro ones because they don't do this anymore. I know they don't do this anymore. I got to see them go to the shop. I got to see him one day when he lost his voice and they're doing home remedies to get his voice back. It was like so fun. It was such a fun thing to see. And then I remember, I think it was CDs can still be bought, by the way. You can still buy CDs, but they just don't put as much work into the release of CDs sometimes with some bands anymore. It's the same with DVDs, man. It's like I remember like my heartbreak one time when I bought a DVD for a TV show I liked. And one of my favorite things about after watching a TV show is watching the audio commentaries on every single TV show afterwards. And I remember like I got like the DVD, and the previous season they had like all the audio commentary on it. And then the next one, like they had picked like 5 episodes out of like 20 to do audio commentary. And I understand it like makes the work easier for them. And they all probably had like statistics that shows like a lot of people like didn't care about the audio commentary, but I cared and I was so upset. But yeah, like sweethearts, great vocals to show even like in this hotel room. Yeah, it's really sweet characters. Of course, one is the sweetest, but I'll move on before I start a fight with someone. The thing is though, can I just say like once again, like every single like comment I've gotten from Zerobaseone fans, from any K-pop fans that have been in the comment section talking about K-pop, any single K-pop fan has been in the comment section has been polite, sweet, nice, has never once been rude, has been very patient with me with learning the names of K-pop, the K-pop stars and all this stuff. Because again, I'm not going to get the Zerobaseone names until like I have time to like sit down and like watch more stuff. But I like to watch them in Roman Reacts as well, right? Of course. And then of course, people on Patreon have been giving like primers, but of course, like it's so hard to remember all this stuff unless you write it down as well. So if you want to continue to name all of them, and the names came up on the screen as well, they did, but like obviously, like I was focusing on everything, like obviously but yeah, I really feel like with K-pop fans, if you don't piss them off by being rude about their favorite artists, I feel like generally like a lot, like the majority of them, especially like 90% of them, are just like really nice people. I enjoyed that. Thank you so much for sending it in, Angel. The next video is also, it's Twice, which is to do with another K-pop group we tried to watch last week, but we couldn't, as, so it says you can stop at 4:20, okay. Jumping a little ahead in Twice's timeline, here's a special song to match the holiday mood. Twice does songs in Korean, Japanese, and English. This is a video featuring the distribution of the members and translations. You can stop at 4:20-ish. Okay, we'll stop before 20-ish. It's Twice Donut, line distribution, and lyrics karaoke. We couldn't watch it last week because it got blocked. We had it on, I did give it to, it got blocked in Japan. But I did put it on the Patreon. If something gets blocked in a certain country or something like that, usually I will send it to the individual who sent in the video. But if not, and people like want to see it, and people like really want to see it, and they request it, usually I post it in like either Patreon chats or something like that. So let's check this out. So it's donut. That's a fancy freaking donut. Wait, they're doing it as a text? Interesting. In a crime scene? Gorgeous opening. Gorgeous opening. Like Christmassy vibes, right? Already. But like it's almost like it's like it's almost like a Christmas movie, but it's like in a song. Great outfit. This is such a great design choice for this with the text and stuff like that. I'm looking at all things at once, like the actual. I love the showing you singing as well. Oh yeah, Twice has like fantastic hairstyles. Like the hairstyles are incredible. I need people to understand this. Fantastic. No, I want to go back to that. And it's no offense to any other ladies. That just sounded really awesome. Like the way it bounced. Did I press play? Yeah. This. I could listen to that for 10 years. Soft and fluffy sweet sensation. My heart is a hole in the shape of you, by the way. The outfits, man! That's like... Again, I was wondering how they're going to put Donut into the song. I guess that's it. Oh my god, I love a simplistic snowman like this. Oh my god, your outfit and your hair is incredible. 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 If I went out of the house looking like that, I'd expect my parents to be proud of me every day. I'd expect an award every time I left the house. That's such a cool like hairstyle, and like the outfits are incredible too. That's such an incredible outfit. You look fantastic. It's a really good song, by the way. It's really good. Now she's doing the kind of bouncier part of the song as well. It's just a really nice. I could listen to the song like all day, all day. So I wonder if like the idea of like no beginning or end with like the idea of like like falling in love with someone. I wonder if it's the energy of like, well, like we don't know where we started and we don't know where we're gonna end up with this either, you know? Are they dancing, doing a donut dance? Like with the middle part? The presence of this lady. The presence. I love donuts, by the way. It's actually a weakness of mine. It's such a weakness of mine. Great videos all the time as well, right? Great videos. Like last time the video that we saw was like super good at showing off personalities through dance moves. I wonder if they're trying to show personalities off this time as well through like outfits, not only through outfits, but like maybe like just the facial expressions that they have towards the camera when they're singing these words. Cause like there are like, again, like you know, there's a different vibe off of like each girl here. And of course that's because they're all individuals. You're gonna have that. Are they doing like a point system as well? Like is it sauna? This may sound like cliche. We love cliches. Like you see what I mean? Instantly, different facial expressions, different energy off every girl. So different. I can't get over the outfits. Oh, that's so awesome. No. I'm in love. That's so good. What a song. I'm in love with this song. There's a place for you is great. She's fantastic. I mean, they're all great, but like her parts have been just really incredible. Every single scene I've seen in this is magical. Look at that! Look at the outfit on the girl here. Oh, nice. This song is awesome. This song is awesome. Now we're rewinding back as well to the start of the crime scene. So maybe... Wait a second. Just like... What if this scene is trying to depict... What if the scene is trying to depict... Hear me out. What if the scene is trying to depict the idea that, yes, a donut is like, yes, there's no ending or beginning, but if you bite into a donut, then you see an ending. There's two endings. And what if like the partner in this situation bit into the donut? I guess to talk about like that song in general, I think that what they did with the song is like set a tone that was different from the last one we saw with the zombie apocalypse video. This time around, you have like a presence to every single girl. I don't want to say like again, it's a quiet charisma. There's a quiet charisma to this video that is so like different from the last video, which was a very like vibrant and like energetic charisma. This time around, it is trying to set a different tone. I think that these girls are uber talented. I think this song is absolutely like just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. The instruments, the vocals. There's parts of that song that really, really interested me a lot too. Like in terms of like the bounciness of like some of the phrases. You know, like it's so good. It's so good. I love how every girl just like we see like, you know, a lot of times with the music videos we saw so far, because I think it's not every band can do this. It really isn't. But with like same with the last one we saw with Twice, something that they do very well with this is like getting across like personalities and little things, facial expressions, you know, whether it's outfits, hairstyles. It gives off a different energy completely when you go to a different girl. Sana is her name versus like say Xiangyon, completely different. Like you're gonna get completely two different energies off the both of them, which is good, which is really, really good. All of them looked fantastic. The music was awesome. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much, What's Your Damage, for sending in. Hopefully this one will get in and we can see some Twice in the public video as well. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Visas. Cry, Roamer, Cry. Oh God. Navia's best macarons. Genshin Impact fan animation. Oh no. What do you mean Cry, Roamer, Cry? So Navia is probably like one of my favorite characters. It's my favorite Fontaine character for sure. Favorite Fontainian character easily. Easily. Oh my God, look at this sweetheart. Look at this sweetheart. Is this in HD or is this just the uploaded video looking like this? Oh yeah, it went out. What the hell? I was wondering, I was like, okay. Oh my God, look at her. She deserves everybody happiness. Oh, the little measuring as well. She deserves every bit of happiness. I need you guys to understand this. I need you guys to understand this right now. I don't even care. She deserves everything. I adore her. She's so talented. She's so talented. Oh my God, the sweetheart. Look at the sweetheart. She gets it. Who are you giving to? What in the world? What? What do you think you're doing? What? This felt like a... What? Who made this? Stop. Stop this right now. Especially since Melus and Silver are the ones who helped out with the freaking like... Okay, there's Leah. There you go. There you go. We have friends. We have friends. We have friends. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you for... Oh, Paimon. Thank you for ending on a happier tone. Thank you so much. Look at Paimon's tones. But there's still a tone to it. The best macarons I've ever made. Macaroons. No, I'm sorry. That felt personal. Stop. Why would they show baby Navia like this? I swear to God. Why would anyone make this? Like, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. La Finn? That's me. That's me. I am Finn. Finn forever. I'm sorry, but amazing, absolutely like amazing. Like the choices here. Like, again, it makes sense. She's probably gonna think of Malus and Silver every time she makes a macaron because it's what they helped her to make. Regardless of that, it's still freaking heartbreaking. Are you serious here? Panning around to see nobody there. That true. It's from Gary Baru, who made a fantastic work here. An absolute fantastic piece of work here. I need you to understand, you made a fantastic piece of work here, but it also felt like someone slapped me in the face. It felt like someone slapped me. It felt like I was, and I think that's the intention. It was supposed to be like a freight train hitting us. Thank you so much for sending that, Visas, because again, it was beautiful. But holy hell, what a gut punch. Wow. What a gut punch. Amazing, though. Amazing. As always, we like to feel something, right? The next video is sent in by Ali, and it is choose a starter squad. Let's see what this says here. Starter Squad is a Pokemon fan series that starts off funny, but it actually gets really deep in the story. I love it. Let's check it out. Pokemon, by the way, if anyone wants to know my history of Pokemon, who maybe is newer to the channel, Pokemon was it was my first ever RPG I played. And I loved it. It was Pokemon Silver was the first ever RPG I played. I think out of the three here, my favorite is definitely Bulbasaur. Just because I think Venusaur and Ivysaur have such...
Me, I breathe fire.
Okay.
That's a lie. He only knows Scratch.
Jesus, leave Squirtle alone.
Hey kid, check out what I can do. Yeah.
Vine Whip's a good move.
Look at your options, kid. Which one of us is gonna win a battle? What's this guy gonna do? Squirt water? Yeah, great. That's useful.
Leave Squirtle alone.
This thing. I don't even know what it is. Some kind of vegetable, I guess.
Charmander, I need you to understand something. In the first gym, Bulbasaur and Squirtle literally will get you through that first gym. They will destroy Brock if you level them up even a little bit. So don't leave these Pokemon alone, especially Bulbasaur.
How do I put them back in? And then there's the walking flamethrower. Which one do you bring to a
Charizard is OP,
Choice is
but still.
Don't listen to him. The first gym is rock type. You'll get killed
Yes!
if you pick Charmander.
Come on, Squirtle.
I, on the other hand, double as a flotation device in the event of an emergency.
Wow, that has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard you say. Hey, what?
Now that's
It's true.
more like
It's true. Again, if you're starting Pokemon for the first time, Squirtle is the best option. In terms of getting through the first gym, if it's your first ever game, if you're like a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, like I was.
Believe this.
Hey, man, could you, help me out over here? I really don't know what to do with these.
Look at that day.
Oh, you want a piece of me? You want a piece of this? You're going down.
You better have leveled him. You better have leveled him. This is so interesting.
Yeah, how you like me now? How you like me?
That would have destroyed him. That would have destroyed him. Very creative. I got so into that already. If anyone knows, my history of Pokemon Let's Plays, Ali, you could probably say this in the comment section if you wanted to, because I know you've definitely watched. And other people watch them too. I get super into the idea of Pokemon. Like, I get super into the idea of Pokemon to the point that, like, I will, like, genuinely get, like, I get so into it. I get so, like, not competitive, but, like, I like to, like have a bit of, fun as it comes to this stuff, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I like to be, like, you know, like, I like to, like, raise the levels of, like, come on, or, like, let's go. You know, I love feeling that way, because Pokemon makes me feel that way for some reason. And, like, to me, This is, first of all, Squirtle was right. If you choose Squirtle, if you're like, say, 3 or 4 years old, choosing Squirtle for your first Pokemon is almost factually probably the best option in terms of like getting past the first gym. Now, I think I've seen someone use Charizard to steamroll the whole game. There's a series on YouTube called Brandon Plays Pokemon. And he plays Pokemon for the first time, and he ripped through Pokemon with Charizard. Just leveled the heck out of Charizard, grinded to level up Charizard, and he ripped through that game. Charizard is very powerful, but I just like have a very soft. My favorite one's Ivysaur and Venusaur in terms of the evolutions, and Bulbasaur and Blastoise is also really cool too. As evolutions. I think, you know, Charizard, like, dragons don't interest me as much as other creatures, so maybe that's why I never chose, like, those ones. My first ever starter, though, in Pokemon Silver was Cyndaquil. No, it was Totodile. Totodile it was. Yeah, Totodile. And I always, like, go with the water types sometimes, too. Yeah. Thank you so much for sending, Ali. It was really interesting seeing this. So the next video is sent in by... Let's get to this now. I was doing good. I was doing really good. It's going from Zevi now. Is a what-if scenario following the description. From beyond the sea of the stars, a terrifying new titan, the primordial kraken, towering omen, antediluvian's calamity, outmatched and outgunned by tentacled threat, a certain monster-slaying aficionado is brought on board by a six-man expedition to drive back the Eldritch Abomination. With the strength that once felled a great sea beast, an unlikely team of gunslinger Fontanians, the pirate Captain Beidou, wit, and fighting spirit might use what it takes to turn the tide against the Leviathan of yore. So it's like an alternate lore thing, but it's Beidou fighting a Leviathan. That sounds awesome. Let's check it out. Already cool. Already cool.
Your Grace. More reports.
Oh, with Clorand and Risley.
Then there's no doubt about it.
Beautiful. Oh my god, beautiful depiction of Risley.
The primordial sea is more dangerous than any of us know.
Okay, they're making it look so cool.
So
there's my go!
All the help we can get.
There's my boy.
I have word that the Crux fleet has begun their attack. They will
And Ningguang.
east away from this ship
Ningguang.
and its weaponry.
Elegance personified.
Good plan.
What great drawings, what great illustrations.
Then let's begin.
For the sake of the vibes, I'm gonna move on. For the sake of the vibes, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. We're gonna pretend it was an accident for the sake of the vibes. Jesus Christ, look at this. Look at Navia. Navia's actually like super tough though. She's super tough. Jesus Christ, Beidou.
Damn those rust bucket bastards!
Oh, we're getting swear words.
Late, as usual.
In fairness though, with swear words,
Think we're about on time, actually.
the word bastard is a good insult. They're portraying Navia as like this like this crazy like I don't know, it's such a weird interpretation, but like the animation's so freaking cool as well, by the way. It's so cool.
Disappear.
Yeah, disappear, get him. My boy. My boy. This is beautiful, by the way. Gorgeous.
That
No, the art design's so good. The art design is so good.
Possible. The primordial sea. Brought here.
Look! It's getting away! We're not done here yet! Crossbows! On my mark! Fire!
She's already so cool, but again, I don't know her as well as other people because I haven't done her hangout yet. She is legitimately so cool. Jesus, look at that! Go on, Clorand. Do you see Navi with the umbrella?
You two, with me!
Roger that!
No, the animation here is fantastic. Oh, Xiao.
You're both looking positively dreadful.
Never been better.
Let's get going.
Navia has, you know what? If Navia's smiling and she is not a care in the world and that's how they're depicting her, that's okay with me. That's okay with me. Oh my god, look at Ningguang. And the music as well. Jesus Christ. I love that Xiao is like getting so many hero shots. This is neat. Like whoever did the art for this is incredible. Thumbnail. Yo, Navia! Navia saves the day. Just like she saves my heart on a regular basis. Gorgeous! It's so freaking pretty all the time! Did Xiao just save like a bunch of people here? Oh my god. Look at how freaking... This is amazing. Like this could be its own TV show. Holy hell. Wait, she's not dead.
At the very least.
Yeah, no.
You owe me a new ship.
Oh my god, look.
I'd kill for a
This
drink
was
right about
awesome.
now.
That's a threat coming from you.
Yes, yes.
She will kill you if she doesn't get a drink. No, that was gorgeous. Zevi, you sent this in. That was gorgeous. Obviously, I was just like, you know, joking about like, because obviously they're depicting a different, it's not like one-to-one. Because obviously Ryzie would never actually smack a plate of macarons out of Navia's hand. But if they portrayed Navia as like someone who's having fun all the time, I'm good with that. Love the shots from Xiao here. Beautiful animations, so many great colors. It could be its own TV show. What I will say about this video as well, if I could, is that I really feel like it's more about the actual class. Again, I'm using the word classy, but I mean like I'm not a massive fan of the idea of gore all the time. I've never been like a bit like and come from a guy who plays survival horror all the time. But I love the use of blood in a way that doesn't make me turn away from like, because I don't get afraid of blood. Blood is whatever, right? You know, I've watched wrestling for years and there's blood in wrestling, but like say the way Baidu's face was like bleeding, right? There's a sadness in that blood, and it's not just like this really good, oh, you know, like it's like they use it in a way to like add drama to something, which is what they use in wrestling, by the way, as well. Blood is used to add drama because like it sets something off in people's brains when they see someone bleeding. Yeah, I thought they used it in a very, very interesting and like very like reserved way when it came to like the blood here. And I really, really enjoyed that. Like I not enjoyed the blood, but I enjoyed the fact that like, you know, you can use blood in a way that's like very... The word isn't tasteful either, because I don't think using excessive blood is distasteful. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like used in a way that's used to add drama, not in a way that's made to make me go, you know? Which is like, you know, never something I was crazy into as well. Yeah, the artwork was fantastic. The music was fantastic. They did such a fantastic job with this. All I can say really is just like absolutely well done in 10 halves. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, that was awesome. And it was by Kieru. Did we watch a video by Kieru before? Let's see. Usually they show... We have. It was the Fatui Harbinger's Rogues on the Rocks. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah. I think we've watched a few of these maybe, have we? Yes, I think we have. I'm fairly sure we probably watched a few by these guys as well, yeah. Now, I don't remember entirely because obviously, like I said, guys, nowadays I'm watching 120 videos a month for Roma Reacts, so like I'm not always completely sure on like, you know, what I've watched and what I haven't watched, but I'm pretty sure I have watched videos by that amazing artist before. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for sending, Zevi. That was awesome. The next video sent in by Xiaolo, and it is the song I heard from somewhere. This takes place after the explosion when Arena succeeded, and Arena now cursed with vendetta. This will soon foreshadow the 7 deadly sins. And let's check it out. Oh, there's a see more section, is there? No, there's not. Okay. Let's check it out. CCs are needed on. Do we have CCs on? We do now. Spoiler warning. Questionable elements. This may contain questionable elements. And it's actually called The Song I Heard From Somewhere. That's what the actual song title is. Great drums, very grounding drums. Love the black and white illustrations. If I hear scientists in these songs, I choke up because I'm like, what's about to happen? The remains? Okay. Because I was about to say, if it was the actual remains of a cat, we might be turning this off right now. Interesting. It's almost like a metalcore song. I love the black and red visuals. I remember I was told in art class many times not to use black and red, but I think it looks so good together. But I think it's just that they wanted me to do well, that's all. So I'm not gonna be like, they told me not to use it. No, they just want me to do well. Full moon experiment begins. Interesting. Because this is interesting as well, having like just the words come up as li lu la la. Like, I'm not even joking. Like I know it sounds like I'm like being funny here. Like the reason I'm saying it is because it's like usually they use their word space very well in these songs to tell a story. So to have it just be like an actual like mouth sound, like a tone like that you do, like, or like a little like humming sound that you can do, it's very interesting. Oh my god, leave the experiments. Stop doing experiments. Everyone should stop doing experiments everywhere. I think we should stop. Very cool riff. Very cool riff. And there's the women that died by the last time. My body became a red cat. So it's like I'm just in limbo. I'm in limbo with this stuff. So what did he say? Huh? Yeah, and this is this retribution you're talking about, by the way, like, is demented. It's so demented. This girl is so crazy, and not even fun crazy. She's like evil. It's one of those rare times where like, just stop her. Someone stop her right now. Interesting. Like, it's not. I thought it was ending with the credits here, but like, yeah, the riff. So this riff goes really hard this time around as well. So she's saying I'll turn people evil as well. Man, it's like, I guess it is like this way where it's like, and there's the red cat as well. Through all this time as well, like through all these periods. Eventually, let's see the lyrics again just from this point here. The song I've heard somewhere, so it's like being heard. All these characters, yeah. So it's like I've heard this song somewhere before. It's like going through the same thing over and over again almost. The Clockwork Lullaby. Insane. Insane. Irina swore revenge. She would bestow despair upon women who made her take such a form. She would not allow her happiness. She would snatch away everything that she sought, everything, even if it took 700 years. Yeah, she is like hell-bent on the idea of revenge, and So like, that's one of the craziest things when you see stuff like that, by the way. When you see like again, when they showed like the red cat was like always there like throughout the time. And I don't know if they're trying to do that spiritually or like literally, right? The idea of like being turned into a red cat, or like you would become a red cat, maybe like adopting your soul to that doll almost. And like, no matter what, you've been there throughout this whole time. We saw characters there that have died, that have suffered. So I wonder if like the red cat there being there is almost like, it's like when they say it's a song, I heard some reports like, yeah, this has happened before. Like I've heard the song before. I've heard it before. Horrible thing to happen, by the way. The idea of like, I guess if I'm misinterpreting it wrong, please let me know. But it seemed to me like from the lyrics that we saw, it was like a soul getting attached to like that of the cat doll. Right? Let me look at it here again just to make sure I'm reading all the lyrics properly. Like it says, this was formerly such a song. The experiment begins, yeah. On the full moon, the experiment begins. And if the era changes, the song will change again too. So the song will change if the era changes. But it seems that she's also talking about like, I've heard this song somewhere before, so maybe like it doesn't change as much. Yeah, this is crazy. And seeing those three women again. The riffs are really awesome in the song too this time around. My heart hasn't changed. Yeah, so it's I'm a red cat. Yeah, well, it's crazy to me. So I wonder if it is like this thing where it's like the song will change if something changes in the air, but if it doesn't change, it will stay too similar as opposed to the song. Crazy stuff. Again, if I'm missing something here, please let me know because it is crazy. Thank you so much, Chala, for sending this in. The next video is sent in by Victoria, and it is, here's a trailer for The Long Dark, my favorite single-player survival and crafting game. The sequel was just announced during the Game Awards. I heard about this. I didn't actually, like, I'll be honest, I didn't actually, like, watch a lot of the Game Awards. Like, I kind of sift through a lot of it. So, like, I watched, like, a lot of the trailers, a lot of the kind of the big moments. I watched the Kyle Bosman moment. Mostly just because, like, you know, it's on so late, and by the time you wake up in the morning, everyone's already talking about it, so, like, it's impossible to just, like, not get spoiled and stuff. But I thought there was some stuff in that was really good. Let's check out The Long Dark. So it's a survival and crafting game, is what we're learning from Victoria.
The difference between something quiet and something abandoned.
Okay.
This goes deeper than just a stillness.
Okay, first person.
It feels like the moments before the world goes to sleep. We're just the last ones left awake to notice it.
Is there story to this as well? Or is it more just like a story that like frames it?
Fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote. Someone who won't ask too many questions. Someone I can trust.
There seems to be some...
Question.
Oh, the designs are really nice.
Astrid, are you in trouble?
Like the red rosy cheeks is actually a really cool style choice.
Help me or not?
My heart weeps for you, stranger. My days are nearly finished. But you
the voice acting is super good too. So they're showing like all like the stuff you can do with this crafting as well, and all this survival stuff, which I actually think is actually really, really cool too. Yeah.
They'll keep us from getting out, getting supplies, finding help.
Because there's gonna be animals you can fight as well.
He'll either get us or starve us out.
I'm so intrigued by this. Like, what is this setting? I wonder. Is this 2018?
Don't you see the signs? You might dispel
It's actually very pretty.
at times.
Oh my god, that'd be terrifying.
Never coming back.
You gotta understand. The collapse destroyed Great Bear. There's nothing here to stay.
Collapse.
You meet anyone out here? Chances are they're hiding from something.
They left her, didn't they? She needed help, and they let her go.
So the story of this is already depressing. You can hear it in everyone's voice. There's not a happy soul near this.
This is how we make it right.
Terrifying. Terrifying. Bears are actually terrifying in real life and in games too. I love the look of this as well.
The choice I made. I did it for us.
The quiet apocalypse. What a way to put it. Winter mute. Oh, there's a story mode. Okay. There we go. That answered my question. That's to me like a very interesting thing, because like a lot of survival games, and it's on consoles, which is cool. A lot of survival games that I like, heard about, always tend to kind of like have a, like, I don't know, like from what I've seen, always tend to be just like, I go into the world and start surviving, I go into the world and start surviving. And then now I played Subnautica, which I would say is a survival game. And that has a story as well that frames it kind of a lot as well. There's like a very interesting story to that as well. But here it seems like there's like an actual like actual almost cinematic story to it as well, which is interesting. Yeah, I like that they showed the combat. I think that the actual like the combat, the survival tactics, all the stuff, exploring the world looks so interesting to me. Like it looks so interesting to me. Like the idea of like first person exploration. It just makes me so happy. Like it's because it's so, as long as it's smooth, it did look smooth. It looked really good here as well. Yeah, and bears scare me in video games probably from playing Condemned 2 when the bear attacks you. Because that was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Yeah, no, this looked great. This looked absolutely great. We'll check it out. Maybe we'll check it out and play it sometime. I think it actually looks like it would be right up my alley at this age. Again, I used to never play survival games, but I'm getting more into them now for sure. Thanks so much for sending in, Victoria. The next video sent in by Felicius Felix. Send this in before 2024 ends, since this is from the New Year's. And it is the Hoyo Fair 2024 New Year Travel to Your World. Let's check it out. Oh man. Oh man, very pretty vibes already. Did you see him? Did you see him? Hi, Baiju. Look at this, look how gorgeous Terry is. Jean, aw, Klee. Adorable. Is that Navia? Is that Navia and Toma? Oh my god, okay, there's gonna be a lot of like stuff here. So I love the outfits. Ganyu and Kaching. Oh, look at them. Albedo, the essence of drip. What the heck? And like, Albedo, you know how good your drip was? There's two tall, beautiful men here, and the first thing I noticed was your jacket. That's how good it is. I'm sorry, I'm gonna play it. Okay, I'll keep playing it. I'm sorry. But it was that Kave. I'm sorry. The girls look amazing. Holy, like such a different vibe from what you'd expect. Look at Sayu, oh my god, with Sarah. Sayu's adorable. Look at Mika. Razor, come on, and Layla as well. Oh my god. I love when they depict the characters in different... Is that Furina? Looking fantastic as always. Are you serious? That is the cutest depiction of Amber I've ever seen in my freaking life. Are you kidding me? Look at the girls. Oh my god. Excuse you? Excuse you? No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for pausing. Because look at this. Look at Sino. Look at El Hatham. Look at Ryzie. Look at Vaughn. Look at Kazula. Oh my... Okay, no, the outfits are incredible. Kirara. Great drawings here. Ah, Jesus Christ, look at the boys. Look at the boys. There's Dia as well. Ningguan. As you said, the essence of elegance. And Candace is there too. Furina, the outfit's fantastic. Your hair is fantastic. I'm sorry, but I'm just enamored by these designs here. Perfect. Perfect. Perfecto. All right, okay, I'm done. I can't do it. Look at them. Look at them in their big jumpers. The big jumpers. They have these big jumpers. And of course, Fremene's jumper is like the fanciest of all of them. This is not right. This is not right. Stop. Look at her again. Official the outfit. I haven't even. I'm so sorry, Felix. Like are they playing TCG together? There's Klee in the back. Oh, look at that. Where's that with her granny? I'm sorry. No, they're all incredible. And there's Benny as well, nearly falling over. And Xingqiu. Slow down. Let me see them all. And there was freaking Hu Tao. Great stuff. Oh, with the coffee. They all look fantastic. The Archons. I need to see Hu Tao's outfit very quickly again, but this is gonna kill me as well. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Oh my god. They're so tiny. And Lisa as well, looking for that. Look at Fischl's outfit, by the way. Look at Fischl's outfit. Theater kid through and through. They look fantastic. They look fantastic. Is this where we saw Hu Tao? There's Mona as well and Benny. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. He can't eat spicy foods! Sorry. She looks fantastic. Yep. Really, really great stuff. Cookie without the mask as well. Yeah. No, that was great. That was absolutely great. I love stuff like that. Like, again, you guys know I love depictions of the characters in different worlds. Because it sets a whole different tone for, like, what we're used to, right? And in that case, like, we got to see them, like, in this, like, New Year's get-up, and they all look fantastic. And I loved how they looked. It looked so cute in a lot of ways. They do, like, some of the outfits were just, like, stunning. Like, Albedo's outfit was something that, like, if I saw someone wearing that, I would, like, you know, get on my knees and bow down. You know, like, it just looked amazing. Yeah, great artwork, great depictions of the characters. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So I love what they were able to do here. Absolutely fantastic. Enjoyed the heck out of it. The heck out of it. And the Archons all at the end as well was really sweet too. Yeah. I love what they can do with the characters in this sometimes. When they do fan works like this. Thank you so much for sending in, Felix. That was awesome. I'm sorry for pausing 300 times. The next video sent in by Nightmare444 is the making of the Mega Man video I sent in last week. I'm not good at art, so I find it fascinating to watch the process behind the scenes that go with the stuff. Pretty much same. Let's check it out. So we saw this amazing artwork last week. And for me, like, again, it did look absolutely incredible. So seeing, like, the kind of process behind this will be kind of cool too. So that was the character reference. Oh my god. They really created something for their own for sure, right? And they're modeling the original design first. So cool that we're seeing the process of this as well. I just love how they made it their own. Time to dance. And yeah, so talented with stuff as well. Like, I love seeing the references, man, because again, they created their own thing from this. They created their own thing from this completely, and they showed all the artwork they used for the suit too. I draw, but like obviously I'm not doing stuff on this level. I'd love to like maybe like when I finish my comic to maybe do something where I show off like all the references. You guys are gonna be like, what the hell? Like, say for like some stuff like with like a fight scene. Like I will like I know it sounds so like I will like see like a fight scene in a movie or something and pause on the fight scene in a movie. So like if you see any like violence in my comic, if you ever do read it, I don't know how like I'll ever even like upload it. But if anyone gets a chance to read it, like and you see some violence in it, chances are it's probably like, you know, a pause scene from like an action movie. You know, I mean, even if there's just someone giving someone a punch, it's probably like a pause scene from an action movie or something like that. With my characters like drawn in the place. So cool. Oh, they even did this stuff again. I don't know much about Mega Man, like beyond like what I played in college. You know. The wood, I love seeing the illustrations as well. We love a good like concept art. Again, like making it their own, but also like now I can see it. I can see it, right? I can see it for sure. Like where they got the ideas from, right? Such cool work. Yeah, I love seeing this stuff. And again, like I'm so mesmerized by this. Again, like look at this background. Look at this background. It's so freaking cool. I compared it to Nier in a way, which is totally a compliment for me, by the way. No, oh, we're gonna see how that. Yeah. Because this works twofold for someone who's never played Mega Man. I get to see the original creations and see like how they like created it from that as well, which is really cool. So neat. Because even looking at it like this way, like, you know, hand-drawn stuff is difficult as well. And like people understand like how much work goes into this 3D modeling stuff as well. It's crazy. Like, look how good that looks. It's almost like magic, right? When you see this stuff working on a computer screen. Actual animation here as well. The transitions are so cool too. Like, look at that. Look at that. Oh, showing off the water splashes as well. Like, again, look, just from the basic motions here, right? And they recorded real water splashes too. And then masked it out. So cool. So cool. So cool. I would not be able to pull this off in a million years. That was so neat. Yeah, behind the scenes stuff always interests me as well. Like I said before about the music videos, like, and commentaries on DVDs and stuff like that. I used to like really, really love watching behind the scenes stuff as well. Like I would watch like all the behind the scenes stuff in these videos. And like getting to see the stuff as well here is actually like really, really, really cool. I think that's like what's so interesting about like a lot of these behind the scenes videos is that like there's a process that a lot of people just don't understand. And you said yourself, Nightmare 444, like if you're not an artist, like, and for me, I'm not like a 3D modeling artist. I'm not an artist that would even say, well, like, yeah, I draw, but that's it, but like not very well. But like I think that like one of the things that like it's hard to understand from that perspective from any like type of art form, sport, anything is like you don't know how difficult it is until like you're in the trenches like there, you know. I've seen like, you know, I had friends who worked in like animation before, and they like worked so hard that one of them even said like they hated the character from the TV show they were working on, because that's how difficult it can be. You're just like looking at this one character and just like at the end of it, like while it's very rewarding and they love it, they're like, man, I hate this character. I hate this character, which is actually like really interesting to think about as well. Yeah, it was really cool to see it at number 4. Very, very interesting. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Geonave and is the Neuvillette and Zhongli rerun banner. Let's check it out. So this banner is cruel. Bit of tension here. We know Neuvillette, by the way, has threatened to kill and to punish the Archons, by the way. I love the funny tension here as well. Oh, the girls. He's like, that's such like a, hey, oh, I guess I'm stuck here. The glasses, very stylish. But Zhongli like is like an awkward quietness, like just staring at him, you know? The one number per touch. Who you calling? Who you calling? Oh my god. No! A connection between the two of them. Oh, Furina's here with snacks. I love the like silent movie style here as well. This is like turning these like two like men who like I see as like, you know, have the presence of like gods themselves into like, you know, baby girls, you know? These are our baby girls now. Okay. Crowd screaming. Like I could hear a crowd a mile away just screaming. Okay, John. Okay. No! Zhongli, you're supposed to be the refined one. I thought you two would get along so well. No. Feed him. This is such like a it's so silent movie vibes. It's like a Laurel and Hardy skit. That was like a... There's the special thanks. That was like a Laurel and Hardy skit, like in the best way possible. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know, like it's just like it felt like I said, like a silent movie, you know, like I watch a lot of like I did and still do watch like a lot of Marx Brothers, a lot of Laurel and Hardy. And like one thing that's always so like interesting about them is that like they have to tell a story through like different actions and make people laugh just by their actions alone sometimes. And in this case, this is what we see as well, where like it's just kind of like there's no words, there's no big dialogue, there's no like a big punchline. The comedy is all coming from like the motions, the animations, the awkwardness sometimes of the situation. I love Hu Tao biting away the food as well. Thanks, Yune, for sending us in. It's really funny because again, this only came out 3 weeks ago. People are definitely obviously like we're going wild about this as well. Very, very, very adorable. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Kat Sith, and it is sang by the Genshin VAs. Turn on CC. It's Genshin 2024 New Year's program, The Next Horizon. Let's go. Our CC's on? Nope. Or as soon as we still feel blue. They got to get such good voices as well, so much control over the voices as well is probably the way I put it. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, the voices are always so good, the singing voices. voice, such a sweet voice as well, doing it with the voice acting as well. Is it a requirement that the voice for Venti always just sounds like the sweetest thing in the world? Zhongli. Oh my god. I love how they just picked Archons as being like the best of friends all the times. And oh my god, you sweetheart. You have so sweet. And awkward walls. It's a good song as well, right? And it's so glad seeing Furina here now too, because we didn't see, because again, Furina wasn't like in the reaction videos a lot of the times because it was before Fontaine. I feel like that's what's so cool about Rome Reacts as well. You can see the change in Rome Reacts as it goes along, right? Go on, Zhongli. Great color tone here. This new monster struggling with jet lag. And that's the thing, they enjoy themselves because it's rare to see all the Archons together at one moment. That's so sweet. There he is. Okay, Zhongli, getting into it. My knee is tapping the ground. No, sorry, my knee is shaking as my foot is tapping the ground from like just like bopping along. If my knee was tapping the ground, I think you guys would question the position. His glasses broke. The positioning of my microphone, right? His knee is tapping the ground. Where is your microphone? Where is the microphone at this stage? This is so pretty. Oh my god, man. This is how we feel about Genshin in general. Is that the storyboards? With Furina? A script? What is happening here? The tone just changed completely. Oh my god, with all the Archons like his fireworks in the background. Nahida's voice so sweet. With the Zhong, the deep Zhong stuff. Oh my god, yes, grab her! It's so sweet. And there's Sidri and Risley as well. Oh my god, they all look fantastic. Are you kidding me? Look at Lynette. Look at Lynette. And Clorand. Is this Clorand? Because again, I'm going with the hair depictions here, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's probably Clorand. Look at the robes with the lovely, incredible Navia. Yeah, you get that food on your face. You be happy for as much as you want. Look at Venti's pajamas. Oh my god. The world is your stage. Great illustration here. Look at that. The pajamas are so nice. Can I say as well, like the idea of like the world is your stage, like them saying this as well. I feel like them showing the scripts afterwards was a very like clear way of saying like you know they don't need to like you don't need to have everything planned out. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, like everything will work out. You can take a break. I think Furina more than anybody like deserved several breaks. You know what I mean? But I think also Furina, we found out like as I said a few times in the Furina story quest, definitely wanted to work. You know, definitely wanted to get back into work. Definitely wanted to get back into the stage work and stuff like that. So it's really cool seeing that. Beautiful stuff. Like the vocals are always really fun as well and pretty beautiful also. So it's like never like a bad thing to see something like that, because it just it uplifts you, and there's a bit of sadness there, but they always make sure like with these type of videos, like especially with the VA singing, I always remember like the tone is always like very happy towards the end at the very least, and you feel very happy coming away from it. Venti of course is like such a star whenever when people do these type of videos, Venti is always like just like this front and center star. It's amazing. Thank you so much for sending, Katsith. That was awesome. The next video is the Hoyo Fair Shadow Chaser, and it was sent in by Scenic. No, it's not. Sorry. I'm so bad with the names here. Stereoscopy. And it says, Your Honor, they're gay. Your Honor, stop right now. They're gay. Your Honor, gay. Let's check it out here now. So I'm guessing from the thumbnail, the blue and the blonde, and there's someone saying they're gay. It's Clorand and Navia. Because I remember I said in the Arc Quest, I was like, oh my god, they're like best friends. And then like in the funniest way possible, I got like people time stamping going like with the eye raising emoji, best friends. Like in the game. Is that Clorand? What the hell? She's perfect. She's perfect as always. Our girl. I can't get over it. Look at Navia. Looking great as always. Oh my god, this is so sick. The music and everything. Oh my god, so many of these could be their own movie or TV show. And of course the darker tone of this one. Look how amazing you look.
2号受害者在街边交易过程中产生冲突，然后失踪。3号受害者是敌对帮派的家属，前日失踪。
A gang member as well, a rival gang member.
查查这辆车。
是。That's exactly the car. That's exactly the guy. I love them two working together, by the way, in any context. So again, it's like, it's really hard because I'm going to be like, you know, gushing over like the beautiful animation, all this stuff, but it's such a dark story as well, right? Freaking amazing animation. Are you kidding me? The accuracy. Oh, that shot was so cool. It's so beautifully animated. I just want to see it. It's Hoyo Fair. Yeah, it's a Hoyo Fair animation. I just grabbed her just like that. The music's so sick as well.
谁指使你的？
是刺玫会。
这不可能！
Wait, what?
究竟是谁在给刺玫会泼脏水？
So they're saying the Spina de Rosula did this? They're trying to frame them?
人口绑架案的事情，再给我几天时间，刺玫会一定会查清楚这件事。
Yeah, it's
给所有人一个交代。
找你来，其实不是为了绑架案的事情。
Then why?
那个所谓的烛影猎人，越来越无视我们的司法制度了。再这么下去，这座城市就乱套了。你知道有些事情警方不方便出手。 我希望你能帮警方处理掉这个。
检察官，局长正在会见重要的客
design
人，
is
您
so
暂时不能
good.
进。
Look at her here in this content. Well, I know she had the helmet on before.
史密斯局长，
She looks
昨
so
晚被
good.
抓的拐卖犯竟然已经招供了，为什么还不对那个组织采取行动？
我们还在搜集更多证据，
Is she talking about the Spina?
以防打草惊蛇。
这条人口贩卖链存在已久，这么长时间，警局究竟是查不到，还是不方便查？
Look at this. It's actually like, again, like I said, like it could be a TV show. The serious tone that they take with this as well, like the composition of the shots, it's so well done. The lipstick.
没想到检察官大人也相信这种信口胡言的
So she is talking with the Spina. Look at that shot.
你先回去好好考虑一下我刚才说的。
你就这么相信刺玫会所有人都一清二白吗？
Interesting question. So you're saying it could be some, Demoiselle. It could be some of them.
这件事情如果真的与刺玫会有关，我绝不会姑息。艾德，这些灰色账目是怎么回事？
大小姐，我觉得这些生意可以帮我们重新。
草菅人命算什么生意？
如今刺玫会入不敷出，我所做的一切皆是为了刺玫会的存续。
Okay, so there again, she was like, "Do you trust everyone in the Spina?" And then we have a scene like this.
只要大小姐认可这些生意，之后便不必再为资金发
But
愁。
Navia would not want to do it that way.
得到警方的保护。
住嘴！这不是我父亲创立组织的初衷。
Yes.
刺玫会只会为正义和公道存在。
Why she looks so sick?
听说你名下最近多了不少产业， 你究竟是为了组织，还是为了自己的腰包？来人，把艾登抓起来！你们
No.
我只是在帮助大家。
No, you're not.
做
You're
出
not.
正确。
She already did make the right decision.
拿下他。
你们谁敢过来？
But what is Cloran gonna do? Again, I can hear screaming just like I did in the last one. Navia with a gun! I mean, it's normal for her to have a gun. Oh, Jesus Christ. So she's the Marshall's hunter, but they don't know it's her? Oh my god. It's exactly, it's an action movie. It's an action movie. Hear them running after her as well. This is so sick. And Navia knows what to do. We're seeing Navia kill people with a gun.
枪法不错，不是不错，是非常好。抓紧了。
Honestly, she can do whatever she wants. Look at how well done this is. The different shots. Navia can shoot whatever she wants. She's allowed. And it's fully legal. The music reminds you of something from like Tekken in the best way possible. Hold on. The crowd goes wild. Jesus. I don't know how anyone could have even like the guts to attempt this in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that would be me. Me for real. And weaving in and out of everything. No, it's just like everything is so meticulously done so well. Like every single animation, every single like movement, it's so good. Don't even try it. Asking Cloran to speed up. Doesn't even think twice. Look at them two.
前面没路可走了。
闭上眼睛。
Navia's a saint. I mean, so is Cloran. You know what I mean, though. This in any no, we what? I actually like that they didn't make it. What? How? The pure upper body strength of this woman. No way, no way, no way, no way. Oh, I can see that coming, but it's so good. Now you see who it is. Look at her. Look at her.
抓紧，千万别松开！
大小姐，大小姐，您没事吧？快搭把手！
Oh my god, it's Blues and Silver.
我们没事。
They look so good.
东西呢？找到了吗？
按照您的吩咐，我们去了艾登的一处私人房产，在里面找到了这份合同。
做得好。 你们回总部收拾艾登。
Like yeah, we didn't see much of this in like daylight. It looks fantastic in the daylight, like drawings as well, and the colors as well.
剩下的我来解决。
Oh, I love you guys so much. We could follow these two forever.
事情似乎都解决了，先走一步。刚才谢了。
So good, so freaking good.
你帮了我。 至少，让我陪你一辆车。
A new car? That's a gift and a half. What's happening now? No, that whole scene was incredible. You know, and I think it's almost redundant to say it could be its own action movie because that's what it's trying to depict. It is like in its own action animation in a lot of ways. But I do love the choice of like, you know, like using a trope that is like, you know, jumping over a bridge and having it fail, which is not something that usually happens. And then using it as a way to like have this connection between the two of them is really good.
都办妥了吧？下次别让我等。
对不起，
Look at her.
看起来应该没有下次。
看来你和你的父亲一样
she is.
你们始终没有明白这个城市的游戏
You're
规
about to
则。
understand. Maybe not.
些无知的虫子是不可能扳倒我的。
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's almost like seeing an apparition in your rearview mirror. Like, I give up. I can't wait for the Quran story. I know it's not gonna be like this, you know what I mean? But still, Jesus. Okay, the 18 thing of like the guy still comes out of the broken car. She's so cool. She's so cool. Very cool stuff. I think like what's always like cool about seeing stuff like this is that like we always talk about like depictions in different worlds, but even beyond that, because like I think that goes without saying at this point how much I love seeing them in different worlds. But this again could be something that like you could follow. You can see the story, you can see the plot, and it's actually using the real world plot as well, like the real world plot with the Spina de Rosula and the connection, I guess, or at least the lack of connection or lack of trust that there was between Clorand and Navia for a while. But you can also see like how there is like a direct parallel to their actual game when, as you know, Clorand did save Navia's life, and they had a much better connection in the end after what Navia did as well. And I feel like all like that relationship was repaired. And I feel like that's almost like a not a direct parallel, but it's like a parallel to their actual story in the game too. Because of course you have the honor of the Spina de Rosula, bringing honor back to the name of the Spina de Rosula. And you also have Clorand, who was like a big protector to the world, who promised that she would protect Navia. So even though it's not like the direct thing that's happening here, we still got to see it through all this like really cool animation, really beautiful colors. We love seeing Navia as well. People know what I like. We love Navia. Really, really awesome stuff. So thank you so much for sending that in, Stereoscopy. Really, really cool stuff. And again, I hope it didn't sound like I was like, okay, like, everyone else thinks they're a couple, which is fine because you can ship whoever you want. Like, it's nothing on my back. I think I just saw them as friends and everyone else will see them in a different way. It's kind of like the way that like some people saw, some people did see Tighnari and Cyno as a different thing as well. And it's just, I didn't pick up on it myself. Sometimes you pick up the energy, sometimes you don't. And that's the way things go. But I thought this was amazing. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Scenic Season. And it is when Neuvillette and Furina filmed together. So this is, I guess, like what if Genshin had bloopers, which I actually think is actually a very fun idea. Let's check it out.
Marker. And action. Are you saying I'm stupid?
No.
Do I look stupid to you? Are you saying I'm stupid? Oh.
I'm sorry.
Seeing Furina laugh at any form is the best.
Are you saying I'm stupid?
Yes!
This is the 15th take. I cannot work like this. I will
You will work like this.
I need a break.
No, that stuff is really cool. Like that's like again, it's like just a really simple, funny thing that isn't like I don't know. Like I don't know what they pulled this from. Is it from an actual movie? Like does it say original audio on this? I'll check the description because that stuff is super funny. Original clip from A Bug's Life. Oh, so I think it actually is like a when they did the Bug's Life bloopers, they kind of animated the bloopers themselves as well, which I think is really, really cool. If I'm remembering correctly, I don't remember it fully because it's been so long since I've seen Bug's Life. Which is still a pretty good, fun movie as well. Yeah, no, it's really, really fun to see this stuff. Thank you so much for sending Scenic Season. It's just a very light thing. It's a very light thing. It's lovely to see Furina laugh as well. Yeah. The next video is sent in by Juliana, and it is the special Christmas edition Lear covers. Let's check it out. Oh my god, you could actually play this stuff. Of course. So neat. I've seen Klee do this as well. It's like she's at a recital for Jean. Jean's the only one in the crowd. No, everyone in Mondstadt would be in the crowd. Are you kidding me? Because everyone's the best. Oh, it's so sweet. And like Klee doing it is like... It adds so much to it. So sweet. I personally celebrate Christmas, of course. I know not everyone does, but Seeing Klee play this stuff, especially in the red and white outfit, it's like giving that energy. It's giving that Christmas vibe. It's really nice to see. I clicked out of it there by accident. I didn't mean to do that. I wonder if that was the end of it though. Let's check it out. Let's see if it was the end of it. Probably not. It definitely was not. I don't know. I clicked out of it by accident. I think I just, because I'm using a controller, so I probably hit the button. So you're Silent Night. You're doing amazing, honey. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. So nice. And again, like, it's just the fact that you can even do this on this, like on this is amazing. You know, the fact that you can even do this in the game on the instrument. I'd love to learn how to. I definitely would love to learn how to, for sure. It would take a long time. Maybe not too long of a time, because we watched some of this stuff before. And while it's so impressive, I feel like we could eventually try and do it at the very least. Because again, it's not like I'm like looking at it as something insurmountable. It's just I think it's so impressed by it. Like, it's like the way The Last of Us 2 had the guitar playing. Obviously, like, this had this same year. They both came out in the same year, 2020. So I'm not saying, like, you know, either one, because there's just so many games now where you can play instruments, and it's been like that for years, you know. But I think the way they do this is so interesting because it's the actual notes itself. It's not even like a thing where it's skimping on them. Like, every note is an actual note that you can play in the game. And also, like, as well, you can even see, like, Do Re Mi, but it's like in a different tone. I don't know. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And I wish I could be able to do something like that. Or even, like, play, like, a simple song and like a Blink-182 song on this instrument would be really neat. Yeah, thank you so much for sending in, Juliana. It was just really sweet. It's just really sweet seeing Klee like this. Really sweet. The next video sent in by Minu, and it is Furina, All Alone With You. Let's see what we got here. Beautiful already. Like, really pretty artwork. Oh, there's our girl. There's our gal. Do we need subtitles? No. Look. People don't understand what this girl had to go through. This isn't just some regular trauma. This is 500 years. This is beautiful. It's so pretty. Oh, look at the two of them in the back as well. And that mirror. Seeing Focalor. What a story. Like, I'm sorry, but like everything she had to deal with is insane. Like, I think sometimes people in the fandom can underestimate some of the things she went through. Like, it's because again, it's impossible for us to feel the way she felt. There's a reason why every single Archon in this game talks about her like she is the most powerful Archon ever, even though she's not an Archon. Can you believe that nearly every Archon talks about her like she is the most incredible thing ever? All of them do. At least all the ones I know. Like, every one of them were like, she's amazing. Even Zhongli was like, even though she's not an Archon, she is an Archon. Like, she went through so much even without her divinity. Like, it's insane. Like, to have that respect. But I'm sure she would have traded the respect for never having to go through what she had to go through. Are you still here? Alone on the throne. Oh, Furina. She's calling out to people as well. Are you crying? Remember the time she didn't even notice she was crying at the time as well? And looking at herself here as well. You've been waiting, haven't you? Live happily, Furina. Yes, oh my god. The depiction of this moment, the idea of Furina finally being able to live. Holy hell, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting, and then of course the glass shattering, but she gets to live like a normal person now. Oh my god. Like the relief, the absolute relief, and then getting her vision as well. You're not alone. You're not alone. You have us as well. And it is like, oh, I'm gonna. It's making me emotional because it is leaving that behind, but it's so healthy for her to do that. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, I understand that, like, we don't want to, you know, like, it's leaving a very powerful position behind, but I still think at the same time, even leaving that powerful position behind is not, like it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Because what she was able to do with that is like live a normal life now. And she's doing it now. Like, she's, again, I know like the macaroni thing can be seen both ways. Like, I always see it as like, you know, it's something normal that she's doing that like she can do that's normal. Some people see it as wasting away. It's always like a down to like interpretation. But like she's doing normal things now. She's living her life. She's seeing what it's like for humans now. And like that's so depicted here. Like the relief, the release of being able to like, you know, not be alone anymore. Because it's like, I'm all alone with you. It's like, yeah, I still feel alone, but like now but now I'm with you guys. Now I'm with the Traveler. Now I'm with everyone else. And again, we appreciate her so much. I appreciate her an incredible amount. She means the absolute world to me. The absolute world to me. An incredible story. And an incredible artwork as well. Incredible depiction here as well. I didn't expect the big breaking chorus as well. It was awesome. Thank you so much for sending me. That was awesome. And emotional. The next video is sent in by Dodo Dan. And it is Monster Hunter 20th Anniversary Hunter's Choice. What is this? Hunter's Choice top monster. So it's, did the audience pick what was the top monster in Monster? That's a really interesting video. Number 1, me. Is this, so these are the most popular? Talus, number 8. So Abyssal, like Primordial, all these names, and then seeing the monsters beside them. Very cool. Raging Brachydias, Tigray. Like, we've seen some of these guys, for sure. Like, of course we've seen some of these guys. What is that? Akidika? There's some stuff I would never even expect. Is this all in order of popularity? Xenojiva? Nah, some of these monsters are, I haven't seen. Dear Morale? I'm just literally looking at these being like there's Val Hazak, it can't be 55th. That's like one of my favorite stories behind a monster ever. Legitimately. Like, I adore the story behind that monster. So cool. The music is fantastic too in Monster Hunter, isn't it? It's so good. Monster Hunter Wilds is that coming out, or is that out already? Is that coming? Oh my god, what the hell is that? Just a little queen. Gammoth. How are people not putting Gammoth at number 1? Gammoth looks awesome. Oh my god, Plesiot's terrifying. This is so interesting to me, like all the choices. Now, unless like it's in reverse order and the one down the line is gonna be the number 1. Black Veil, Val Hazak, maybe. Maybe 150 is actually the number 1. Imagine polling Gobel is very weird. Bull Drum. I fought a Bull Drum before in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Because remember, I think I said before, I got played on the Vita Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, but I only played like the first area, so like I'm just really not that familiar with it. I think Gongala, was that the one I fought? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I saw someone fight it once. I feel like I've seen the monkey one everywhere. Elder Frost Gammoth. What the hell is that? Okay, they're getting very big. How does that one even move? It's like made of mountain. Velocidrome Lagombi, Banbaro. That just looks like a mountain again. Some of these creatures are so inspired. Hollow Gen Mora. What are the... I'm just like, some of them are just like literally stopping me in my tracks. Completely. I've definitely seen a yellow version of that, but the blonde. I love the bat ones. The bat ones look so fun. Ew. Stonefist Hermiter, go home. Never show your face again, please. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff here. Is he like holding it on his belly as well? Ash Ketchawacha? Okay, that's my favorite design. Ash Ketchawacha is my favorite design. Steel Oregon. And then all the freaking hunters following behind. Very cool. 20 years, Capcom, man. It's funny, my love for Capcom is like... obviously through Resident Evil, but like I respect them so freaking much. Like I respect Capcom to death for all the work they've done over the years. And Monster Hunter to me is again like I didn't know there's so many designs. There's so many crazy designs. And a lot of them like are obviously like variants and stuff like that. But still, that doesn't matter to me. I still think they're so creative and like some of their stories are absolutely incredible as well. It's just so interesting because again, like this is a game that has a vast world that I haven't really been a part of. I played Freedom Unite back in like 2014, 2015, like for like a little bit, but I couldn't get my head around it because it was so difficult for me. I think you even said before, Down, like that was one of the harder games, just because it is like an older game that like probably wasn't as forgiving. Because I think you said Monster Hunter World is definitely more forgiving. But yeah, there were some really cool monster designs as well. Really cool to see. And it's really cool to see people's choices. I guess if it is like in order, very interesting that like. Some of the monsters there, like, you know, I thought they were cool designs. Maybe it's to do with the fight as well. Maybe. Yeah. Thank you so much. The next video is sent in by Alligator, and it is EXO for Life music video. Let's check it out. Interesting. It almost feels like a cyberpunk world in a way. It's okay. As always. In the EXO videos, I'm actually still always impressed by like the acting sometimes in these videos. I think they do a really good job of showing passion and emotion through interpretive dance and things like this. Driving away from someone you clearly like. Look at this. Like again, like the art direction in these EXO videos is so fantastic when it comes to like visual representations of stuff, like even like a town there, like it obviously doesn't feel like a full town. It's like almost like you know he's in like the city or something, but it almost feels isolated in a way too. And here we go with the outfits as well. Waking up in a cold forest. And it's almost like again in this one we're seeing like him kind of like almost like he's losing someone, or he's lost someone. Vocals are very soft, like the tone is very soft, but it's beautiful. I wonder if it's going to transition to another scene as well. What is? Getting lost while looking for her as well. And that's the thing she had in her hand as well. And now it's been passed to him. Great soup, by the way. Fantastic soup. Oh, wow. I don't know what the interpretation is for like the light bulbs all going off at once, unless it's like an idea or like a realization. But like, not everything has to be an interpretation, but like it is very beautiful. Like it's stunning. It looks beautiful. Great vocals. Just great vocals. Okay, so he got it on her wrist. But now she's waking up. And that was her dream this time. Great visuals on the windows there. Oh wow, chills, chills. Oh wow. I actually have chills right now. She's going back to like all these places. He's there. Oh, now we're seeing like, oh, this is what she was doing at the start. She woke up from a dream. Incredible. Actually, a very beautiful way of doing that. And she gave it to him. What we saw at the start was the end, but the end was the start. Really incredible stuff. Yeah, no, the videos are always very good for XO, and they always have like some very like incredible emotional tones to them, right? Like incredible emotional tones to them, and like you know sometimes it's hard to interpret exactly what's happening, but like you do get across like that emotion as well. And the vocals are always fantastic from what we've seen so far. They're always very either pretty, but I think like one thing that's different from this video is that there's not as much like dancing as there was. In the past two videos, there's been some sort of like dancing or motion, but I guess like in the first video we saw as well, it was more like standing still, but at least that can also tell a story as well. So I'm wondering exactly like if that's a choice depending on like the actual music video as well. Because the last time we talked about like the person who was dancing in the snow that time, and it was a very like you could interpret a lot just from like the movement, the erratic nature of the movements, like, but also they like we talked about how they were erratic but also very controlled at the same time. It felt very emotional but so like intentional when it came to the moves. In that sense where it was kind of like, you know, you knew what he was trying to portray with the song, the emotions he was trying to tell, but also at the same time it felt like sometimes he was flying off the handle with how he was feeling as he was dancing, which can be what it's like to be in love sometimes. It can be that way. Yeah, it can be. Very cool. Very, very cool. Very, very pretty. The music was really nice too. Thank you so much for sending Alligator. It was another nice video to look at as well. The next video is sent in by Emerald. This is something different. I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 6 recently, and this is a song from one of the maps. If you didn't know, the developers created an original song for each map, and asked me to try to find the secret trigger to get to play in the game. It's a lot of people's favorite things to do. To look forward to each map release. So this is one of the songs on the map. If I remember correctly, Avenged Sevenfold did a song, Carry On, for one of the Call of Duty games. Check it out. Carry On was the song, yeah, it was Very cool. Giving everyone a credit here. It kind of reminds me of like a like how in the 90s and the late 90s you'd have songs for games that would like, you know, had such a dark tone to them as well, you know. I'm thinking of Smashing Pumpkins for like Batman. Great vocals. So again, it has like it is like the isolation of war, but as well, like especially when you get lost in that sense. But it is like kind of terrifying, right? The idea of like, can anyone hear me when you're in trouble as well? I think I've always been a big fan of female vocals over like the metalcore sounds. You know what I mean? And that's been a thing since. And here's the thing: it's not like it's like something that's abnormal. Metalcore, emo music, you know, metal, whether you know anyone wants to say it or not, has always been entwined with like the vocals of women. So asking these questions as well. Me. So now it's saying I know, like it's like yeah, like I know that you can hear me, so please come in. So it's like the idea of like starting off with anyone can hear me to I know you can hear me. Which can be even more terrifying, right? Isolated. Very isolated. So time is going by so slowly is what it means. Oh, bit of a breakdown. Oh, the drums, very nice. Nice, really nice. Vocals are really nice. See, the lyrics are very like they're very simplistic in a way of like, you know, they're just trying to get across a point here. So like it's really kind of like easier to interpret what is going on here, you know, and that's not a bad thing all the time, you know, like it's while they're like simplistic in the way that what they're saying, the undertones of it is not very simplistic. Like it's like hey, it's like I want somebody there, there's somebody who cares, someone like me somewhere. But that can be applied, the way it can be applied to especially something in Call of Duty is like especially how terrifying war can be as well, you know? Great vocals again, yeah, great vocals. So yeah, I wonder if that's what we're getting at here. The idea of like, yeah, begging someone to talk to you, begging someone to call out to you because you feel so lonely. Because it's using the traditional things you would hear as you're, you know, in the army. Come in, over and out. Can you hear me? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know. I know Black Ops and like Call of Duty had songs like before. Like obviously, I know the what was I gonna say? I know the Avenged Sevenfold wrote a song for it. And I remember at the time everyone was like, you know, because I never played Call of Duty even as a kid, and I remember like, when people were like, Calvin, have you heard the new Call of Duty song? I'm like, no, why would I? What are you talking about? The new Call of Duty song? And then like they send me an Avenged Sevenfold song, which like I do like Avenged Sevenfold. I still listen to some of their stuff. Some of their stuff like I find, if I'm being honest, like I think some of their stuff like got very like edgy like in the past. Like you look back at some of the stuff and you're like, that's just not. It's like that's just a weird song, you know. But like their newer and like here's the thing, even in their edgy work, they're not singing from their perspective, they're singing from the perspective of like a bad person, right? So I don't want to make it seem like they're like bad people. Like they always sing songs like that are like about a bad person, not about themselves. If that makes sense. It's like the way Cradle Filter will sing a song about like someone being destroyed or murdered or maimed, but they're not talking about themselves. They're talking about the actual action of it and someone doing that in a story. Like, you know, in a it's like if someone sang a story about Game of Thrones, it doesn't make them a bad person. You get what I'm saying? I'm going on a tangent, but you get what I'm saying. It's like if I made a song about Totori tomorrow in Genshin, you know, it doesn't make me like Totori, you know? Yeah, but very, very cool song. The vocals are really cool. The music is really cool. And I guess if you're talking about like with zombies as well, like the isolation in war, well, if it is zombies, then like I guess that makes sense even more as well. Yeah, thank you so much for sending in, Emerald. That was really cool. The next video has been a highly requested one for a while, and it is the Overture teaser. And this was sent in by Primo Hiko. I hope it's okay that I'm spinning the Fontaine Overture teaser since you completed Fontaine's main story. This trailer was really hype back then when Genshin dropped this video out of nowhere and suddenly introduced the whole world Fontaine cast. The whole community freaked out, just like the Winter Night Lazo. I remember I couldn't stop replaying the video, especially Risley and Neuvillette's parts. Enjoy. Let's check it out. Yeah, I don't watch trailers usually before the thing comes out. Like it depends. Like say like we're gonna be watching the we watch like say the Teyvat chapters video, but that's a bit different obviously because they're not showing off a lot of stuff as well and that they're just giving like little tiny hints. Let's check it out. Hi everyone, before this video starts, I just want to say that the first 2 minutes of this Overture trailer are like not there, and I think what happened was maybe like, you know, when people send links into the channel over through my emails, sometimes I will check them, sometimes I won't have time to check them, and sometimes I'll miss some of them because I'm copying and pasting links all the time. I'm doing all this stuff to like make sure I can get those videos in, and because like my phone is usually on mute because I don't want to accidentally press play like if I'm in like a public place or something like that. I think the Overture trailer played like the first like 40 seconds maybe, like or something like that before at some point. I'm not sure when it would have played. But I always keep my phone on mute, so that's why I'm probably thinking it probably was. Even here, my tone in this video, I'm like, wait, what's the, like this video starts with Fremine when you just see the Fremine bubbles, and I was like, that's a very weird way to start. So I think that's probably, because again, my patrons pointed out to me that like the first 2 minutes were cut. I was like, the first 2 minutes? And I was like, did they mean I cut it out by accident? So that's the only way I could really like explain like I guess what was happening here with this, because I don't know why like the first 2 minutes like played, and it probably is because like I probably clicked on the link before at some point on my phone, and it's probably the only thing I can think of because the actual like start of it's loud enough. So I'll re-record the first 2 minutes, and that'll be good. So my mission, man, I was like, this starts with Fremine. I didn't even know like it had this starting part. I really didn't, which is kind of crazy, you know. Holy hell, especially with this stuff. Like, imagine like seeing this first and like, I don't think people would have known.
Is the fairest. Everyone sinks.
Oh my god, yes, this definitely is needed.
Final feast. Because for the sinners, the curtain call has come.
Yeah, so it was the first 41 seconds. I think, yeah, I probably just like clicked on the link before when it was sent in, like through the email. Because sometimes I check the links, sometimes other people check the links for me as well, just to check how long they are. I suppose that's the case as well. But with the Overture thing, I knew about Overture. This is one of those things I knew about. People wanted to send this in, so I probably clicked on it to see how long it was, or something like that, or see how like what it was, or like what the like something like that. I'm not even sure, because again, I'm copying pasting like 30 links every week. And I probably just played the first 41 seconds on mute on my phone. That's the only thing I can think of, because you can even hear my voice being very surprised in a second. But I'm glad I could go back and record this part. Wait, did they start off with Furina? No, it's Lynette. Okay, I thought because of the drowning. But I guess not.
Seeing is believing.
What a way to start this.
This has been Linny and Lynette's magic show.
Yeah.
The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most important part of this
Fist bump
is
with the
what
cards?
people see.
What is... So they started the whole trailer with Linny and Lynette. Okay, and there's Navia.
People don't realize
What's she
how
doing?
much they expect their eyes to tell them the
Did she
truth.
grab the camera? And there's Charlotte. What a sweetheart. Great pitch. Oh my god.
What you see is not real. It's all a show.
And Risley. Is this where you would have first seen Risley and Sigewinne, I guess?
And every part of the show is carefully controlled.
Controlled.
The smoothie.
By choosing the right time, the right place,
That's so funny. Where's this going to?
and the right people.
Behind bars. I know it's the Neuvillette with the bars. That's so interesting.
Whoever controls these three
And Clorand.
controls everything.
With
But keep your
the
eyes
music, this whole thing is it's a really incredibly well done trailer, by the way.
and you might be able to turn things to your advantage.
Who are you pointing at? Oh, just at the screen? Yeah, get us. We deserve it. We deserve it, honestly. Sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart.
In a nutshell,
This is an interesting trailer. We're gonna have, I think it's not even over yet. We're gonna have a lot to talk about afterwards. And there's the Knave. So this is where you would have seen her first as well in the
Very
context of
fun.
Fontaine, or is this the first time you saw her all together?
But it's not enough.
Not enough?
Let me make something clear. You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors. Good actors hone
What?
their craft to mesmerize the whole crowd.
Like they're like depicting them as cardboard cutouts, just as a means to mesmerize the crowd. What? What? What are they depicting here?
Boring. I mean, why do I
I'm
even
Furina.
bother? When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Oh no, don't say that.
Please refrain from levity in the court.
I have chills. I have absolute chills
trial
watching this.
is far from over.
See what a zoom out. It's a great trailer. It's a great trailer. I think now, like, I would say that, like, in terms of like story stuff, there's not that many spoilers in that. I think in terms of story stuff, right? But the reason why, like, obviously I didn't want to watch it beforehand is exactly just the stuff we've seen there, and I want to make it clear here, like, you know, that I still, looking back now, probably wouldn't have watched it beforehand, because obviously, like, I didn't know the Knave was a part of, was with Linny and Lynette. I didn't know that Linny and Lynette were part of the Fatui Harbingers, or like were part of the Fatui. I didn't know that, you know, I didn't know like all the connections there. I didn't know the connection between Sigewinne, and I didn't know Sigewinne was in the Fortress of Mirrapede. I didn't know that she was with that character Risley. I didn't know who Risley was. So obviously that's why I like to watch them now. You know, I like to watch them afterwards to get a good taste for this. But I don't think it spoiled much with the story. I think I had like little hints that if you go back, you're like, oh, Yes, that's what they were saying. That's what they were hinting at. Navia was, of course, fantastic as well. Yeah, it's a really just well-made trailer. And I can imagine why people were going freaking nuts for that. And I think the difference between that and the Lazo trailer is very apparent to me. The Lazo trailer feels like it's a scene that happened in between a story and another part, right? It feels like a scene, a cutscene that happened. Whereas like this to me like feels like it feels like a bunch of little cutscenes that happened in between then, but it also feels like it's trying to depict something and showing off something that I wouldn't have known. I knew the Harbingers were all Harbingers together. I obviously didn't know about the connections all here, so I'm kind of glad I saw in the game. That's the way I like to do it. But it's a really good trailer. Really, really good trailer. As always, like context matters as well, for sure. Thank you so much for sending in, Primahiko. That was awesome. And it was just a really, as I said, well-made trailer. The next video is sent in by Aka. And since you've reacted to mostly K-pop music videos so far, where a lot of the dancing gets cut off for the aesthetic, I thought a dance-focused performance would be interesting. Its performance by Sung Habin is also part of Zerobaseone. He sang the song for this one too. Okay, very cool. So it's like it's just a dance video. Let's check it out. Artist of the Month. Sung Habin. Oh my god, a reverse inhale. Or like an inhale, but it was a reverse exhale, I should say. No, dancing is so impressive, man. This is already gonna hook me, are you kidding me? Oh my god, the talent! The absolute freaking talent! Like a coffin. Beautiful hair, by the way. I like the idea that they do Artist of the Month, by the way. That's an awesome idea. That's a really cool idea, because then like I think like sometimes they do with like with some videos where you'll have like an artist does like sings their own song, or will do I think they're always like very smart. Like it puts a spotlight on someone, also making people very happy to see one of their faves doing a cool dance. His hair is beautiful. Put all the dances to the side as well. Very good backup dancers, by the way, as well. Like doing their job really, really well. The dance moves are fantastic, but like not trying to stand out, right? You know, they're just accompanying it. Really neat. I've been a bad boy. Should we turn on subtitles for this as well? There we go, yeah. What an outfit change. Are you kidding me? That looks so awesome. Really neat. Holy hell, the precision you need for something like that. No wonder it's one of the most replayed sections. Look at this. The precision you need for this is incredible. Even these moves as well, but this here. Precision. Precision. Oh my god, the girls are amazing. You're incredible. Holy hell, that's a look. That's a look in 10 halves. Like the outfit is incredible. It's incredible. And the attack to the back as well. This is so freaking good.
We are here to release our limitations.
Dancing to the freaking words of the song instead of the music. Okay, the outfits are awesome. The outfits are so awesome. Again, like they make this stuff look so easy. I want to make that clear. They make this stuff look so easy. I think if anyone's watching this who hasn't seen, like, obviously, like, you know, I haven't seen a lot of K-pop dance moves, but like even dancing in general, which is something I appreciate so much. It's for sure like looks easy because, and not that this looks easy, but I'm saying that it looks like it's they make it look like they just are able to do this normally. This takes so much work. It takes so much effort. And of course, they have talent as well, which is great, but like this takes so much effort. Like, look at this. Because not that it looks easy. It's not like they make it look like they are just first take able to do this all the time. And in some cases, they have to on stage, right? But like this here is so precise, so well done. The core strength you need to have, the you know, the cardio, the agility, all the stuff is something that just cannot be overstated. Back in the coffin. Really, really fantastic. Yeah. And they did a good job with the designs of the actual outfits and the makeup as well. I really enjoyed seeing that. I really enjoyed seeing that. And I think that like what's so good about like seeing the, as you said, the isolated dance moves is like you can see how talented they are in the videos, right? But here it's like, I guess like it's just like an uninterrupted thing, which I think both like work, and there's a reason they do this, right? To show off like the dance skills of somebody. Whereas you see like with some other cases, like it might just be like a like the music videos are like definitely for like the aesthetic, for the colors, for the whole package, right? It's the music with the dance moves accompanying everything. Where in this, it's actually like it's showing off like, you know, it's kind of a showcase of the dance moves, but also like I feel like as well like they're showing off the aesthetic too, but like they don't kind of like cut away from the one dancer is what you were trying to say, and I definitely see that. Really cool dance moves, really cool. Thank you so much for sending Aka. That was awesome to see. Yeah, the outfit's just 10 out of 10, absolute 10 out of 10. The next video is sent in by Hiyori and is the Teyvat chapter storyline preview. So we watched this before, but I think they want me to watch it again now that we have like a bit of more information, and I'm totally okay with doing that. Let's check it out. Let's check this out, no problem.
We had no time to say goodbye, so let's not call it that.
Oh my god.
The war has already begun.
The war.
It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures, rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved for you. But mortal arrogation never stops.
Them holding hands as well, by the way.
Escape the flames. See for yourself. The dragon who defended Mondstadt for a millennium finally faces
it's almost a
his
year since we started.
What does freedom
Beautiful.
really mean when demanded of you by a god?
Freedom demanded by a god.
The god of contracts, senselessly slaughtered as his people watched on in horror. In the end, he will sign the contract to end all contracts.
This to me is like just literally telling the story of what happened. Like that's legitimately what happened. But like obviously like obviously not the finer details and stuff like that. It's crazy.
In the secluded land of the immortal Shogun, the Bakufu rules eternal. But what do mortals see of the eternity?
What I might do before we go forward with this is, just because we're going into Natlan very soon, I might skip like Natlan in the last 2 regions just so like it's not too like fresh in my mind, if that makes sense. And we'll go like to, because I think Dainsleif talks at the end of this. I know it's kind of silly, but like because we've already seen it, but I want to make sure like nothing is fresh in my mind about Natlan, so we're going to do that. That's what we'll do.
Chased after by their god. The god of wisdom's enemy is wisdom itself.
And then they said there with the Raiden Shogun is like the idea of like what do the people think about this isolation, you know, which is definitely part of the story, a big part of the story.
Mirage in the desert of ignorance.
The desert of ignorance.
In the city of scholars, there is a push for folly.
They use Sino for this.
The god of wisdom makes no argument against it.
Okay.
The god of justice lives for the spectacle of the courtroom,
My
seeking
God.
to judge all other gods. But even she knows not to make an enemy of the divine. The rules of war.
So not to make an enemy of the divine as well, which again fits well. You know what, we'll watch this anyway, because I don't think it's going to spoil me of the game. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Because we watched it before.
While the losers must turn to ash.
The losers turn. We know it's a war-torn nation.
When the god of war shares this secret with the traveler, it is because she has her reasons.
So there's a secret to be shared.
She is a god with no love left for her people.
Tsaritsa?
Nor do they have any left for her.
Shesnaya, yeah.
Her followers hope only to be on her side.
Oh my god, this is gonna be my favorite thing. This is what I'm most excited for.
At last. In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those
The hidden corners, Furina.
who dream.
I didn't realize they said this all the way back then. A dream yet to be dreamed.
Some say a few
Conria,
are
yeah.
chosen and the rest rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity. We will defy
Oh
this
my god,
world
hearing
with a
Dane,
power
every time
from
Dane opens his
beyond.
mouth.
Now, you who has set foot in this world, your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave.
This is so interesting to me. Because again, I feel like this trailer is actually very good because it gives hints, but like I could not tell you. I could not tell you for a oh no, sorry, he's gonna say something else. I'm so bad for that because again, I never usually when they show the Genshin Impact symbol, it's over. Let's check it out here. My bad. Usually when they show this logo, it's over.
My memory has all but faded completely, but I will always remember how much she too loved these flowers.
The flowers again. Of course, the conversation about her and how she connected to the flowers also. I think with those trailers, it's just like a little hint of what's happening. I would not be able to tell the story of what happened, I think, with Liyue or anything like that from just the story, from that little hint, right? I would not be able to because you don't know the characters, you don't know the world. I don't know you don't know the Archon. I don't know what's going to be happening in Natlan or Shineznaya or Conria or whatever. That's why I think those trailers are actually not bad in that sense. Yeah, it's interesting hearing all this stuff and how much like it kind of like, if you look back at it now, you're like, oh, that's what he said, where the gods' gaze don't go, like with Furina and Focalor. So interesting. And also like the idea, we know about the idea of like taking down Dane or fighting Dane. I think we've heard of that like a few times before. But I wonder if he's talking to us directly, like, hey, you have to take me on if you want me, or else I'm going to save her. And it still is this thing of saving her. And I think that also relates to the idea of what happened with the last interlude Archon quest, when we found out that she might not be the leader of the Abyss Order. In fact, she might not even fully agree with the Abyss Order, and she's just there maybe to stop the damage from happening any further. It's really interesting to see that trailer again. Thank you so much for sending that in, Hiyori. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Arcadia of Pride, and it's actually called Arcadia. There's a message here as well, and I'll cut it out if they don't want me to put it in here. Here we go. Arcadia Pride says, it's been a long and incredible road watching your growth and Genshin journey, Calvin. Thank you so much for letting me be part of it, inspiring me to make videos, sharing your joys and sorrows with every step of the way. I always told myself that if I ever had to leave the Patreon, whatever reason, the last video I sent in with my favorite track from one of the games that changed my life. Is it silly to say that it's that about a visual novel? No, not at all. Absolutely, but it's true. Obey Me. I thought you were saying Obey Me, and I was like, sure. Is a visual novel where you, the protagonist, sign up for a year abroad as an exchange student, and in the end, being sent to hell for most in university. There you share a home with a personifications of 7 deadly sins who all end up vying for your friendship and later your affection. I found this game when I was first starting to question my gender, and the fact that I used gender-neutral data and pronouns for the protag actually helped me realize I was trans. The game was so important to me that I even took my own online moniker for the first song recorded by the eldest of the sins, Lucifer, who represents pride. Thus, why I go Arcadia of Pride. Options to give you the lyric version so you can see the translation. In the incarnation of pride believes you to be eating out of the palm of his hand, unless it realizes you, who was ensnared by him, under your spell instead. I inspired you to make videos? First of all, I'm so glad you found yourself. I really am. You'll always be a major part of this community, Arcadia. I need you to understand this. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. If I inspired anyone to do anything, it means the absolute world to me. Let's check out this video. Thank you so much for all your support. What a journey I've been on. Let's check out the video. Let's go. So I probably should turn off, subtitles are turned off. Okay, automatically. Very well. Great crazy going into this because I don't know if the message I kept in because they sent a little message as well there. But I'll see. But like, if I sound a bit emotional, it's because I was bawling. Well, not bawling. I was in tears. Very like confidence lyrics here. That's why it's no lie. I want to be your number one. So again, they're always talking about how, like, you know, hey, like, do you like this person more than me? So there's already someone vying for this, I suppose, as well. Or vying for someone's attention, I suppose, is the way we could say it. Sorry. I don't know how to truly love, so it's like, hey, like, I don't know how to give you the affection back. Wow. It's like once you start this, there's no going back. Nice chorus. And some visual novels have some of the best music you could ever hear. There's no out. It's nice, and the music is really nice too. And like, obviously, like, it's a very it's a more like, I guess, suggestive song about, like, you know, like, you will be mine, trying to like connect, you know, I guess, like, trying to connect with someone in a way when you don't know how to connect. So it's like, hey, like, this thing we have, it's obviously a dream, but it doesn't have to be. And it's like, hey, like, it's like that attention. Just look at me. Just look at me. You know what I mean? Like, again, because it's clearly like this thing where it's like, it is a scary prospect, right? But my selfish probably won't be fulfilled. So I'm just saying it is selfish, but like, if I drown in my desire, there's no going back, there's no going back. And again, the tone of like no going back, right? This is the theme. They've already said this before as well. But it is very nice. Hey, like, you know, you shine in the darkness, it's making me strong, right? There is like very like kind of like, you know, I love this, let's go off together. This could be very like wrong, but it's right. But in this sense, it's like, you know, also like, hey, like, you are the light for me. You are the light for me. So there's a very nice tone to it as well sometimes. Like, in terms of like being very sweet. Asking like, where is your lover? And in my dreams, I'm chasing after you. Kind of laying it out on the table as well, right? The vocals are good too, though. They are good. And I think sometimes with like such like, you know, interesting lyrics and like a very interesting music, like, it's hard to sometimes focus on the vocals, especially when there's such an interesting background. But I think visual novel games usually have like very good songs. You have a positive day. So this is really cool, right? I love seeing visual novel music. I love seeing stuff like this, especially when it has like a tone to the story that like I can understand without even playing the game. And it's very clear there's like a longing from this person here, but also at the same time, it's also a, I guess at the same time, it's like there is like a sweetness to it as well. It's not just all very suggestive, very like, hey, like, you know, run away with me, all this stuff. Like, it's like, hey, you're also my like, you're also this and that. But it is clearly someone who's like, you know, trying to get maybe I misdetermined the tone. It's like, hey, ditch this dude. Come with me. Let's go with me. I can't stop thinking about you. Let's go. And especially like with like it being, you know, Lucifer, which like again makes it feel very forbidden in his way too. Very, very cool video, Arcadia of Pride to send in. Because again, don't be ever ashamed about the idea of visual novels being like some of your favorite music, because that's like Golden Witch Beatrice can say it as well as also sends in visual novel stuff. Some of the most incredible music you'll hear is in visual novels. It really is. They're the most unsung heroes of video games and forever will be the most unsung heroes of video games. They'll never be nominated for Game of the Year. They'll never get all this stuff, even though they should be. So do not ever feel ashamed about that. And I don't know if they want me to include their messages at the start. I'll find out off them if they want me to include it. So if they don't want me to include it, then what I will say here is maybe a more vague message as to say, to respond to the first message. And that is what I will just say. I'll just say thank you so much, and I appreciate the videos. Thank you so much, because seeing Mori Kitchen was absolutely fantastic, and seeing all this stuff was also really, really great. Mori Kitchen has brightened my day week by week, and yeah, so I appreciate absolutely everything, and that's what I'll give with like the most vague tone possible, and hope that that means something, because again, I'll have to find out. It's not gonna make it easy. People are gonna be like, okay, Galvin, like if they say you can keep in the original message. But yeah, really cool song, really cool having that here as well. And thank you so much, Arcadia Pride. That was awesome. The next video is sent in by S Minako, and it is a cute Genshin animatic. Let's check it out. Spoilers ahead. Oh no! Spoilers? Like for the car? Yeah, Miko, looking fantastic. Oh my god, what pretty art. Beautiful vocals as well. I always love this depiction of Zhongli. Oh my, that's heartbreaking. Because I always think about Zhongli, like people, he always like is, in a way getting left behind by people constantly, right? A lot of the Archons are. Like, that's so true when it comes to the Archons being like kind of left behind in a way. Celestia. Incredible, very short, but very, very pretty, right? Like a very short animation, but it hits home. Like you can definitely tell, like, all the regular tones of the game that mean the absolute world to me. And it is one of the big themes is the idea that being left behind by people around them, and they have to and it can feel lonely. And that's why I feel like in a lot of ways they've grown so attached to us in a way as characters, because we have like a very easy way, it's easy to make friends with us. It's easy to fall in love with our character as well. So I totally get that too. So it is a really beautiful way of looking at this. So thank you so much, Esmonako, for sending in. That's awesome. That was so beautiful. Really beautiful. The last video sent in by Malcolm Conde, and it's I discovered Stardew Valley's strangest glitch. Let's check it out.
Let's talk about the weirdest glitch I've ever come across in Stardew Valley, the never-ending summer. Reddit user Burn Brighter was just a normal guy playing through Stardew Valley for the first time ever. He fell in love with every aspect of the game, talking to the locals, working on his farm, making money, and in 2 years, he had even nearly completed his community center. But there's a single item that lay right outside the reach of Mr. Burn Brighter: the pomegranate. Every other bundle of the community center was
for real?
Except for that one pomegranate. Burn Brighter's a man of intelligence and class, so naturally he chose the Mushroom Cave. So the only way for him to get his hands on this forbidden fruit was for him to wait until fall. But with summer almost over, Burn Brighter knew that the pomegranate was within his reach. He watched the graceful dances of the moonlit jellies and went to bed, knowing that tomorrow he'd wake up with his community center finally completed, bringing pride and joy to all of Stardew Valley. But that night, disaster struck.
Huh? No.
Burn Brighter went to bed on summer 28, expecting to wake up on fall 1, just like he did last year.
That's so awful.
But instead, a nightmare began.
No.
When Burn Brighter awoke, he realized that something was wrong. The leaves did not change, His blueberries didn't
Wait,
wilt over.
I thought his tree was gonna be destroyed and he was gonna find a glitch to get past
still
this.
Filled with grapes and sweet peas when it should have been filled with hazelnuts and bumps. Burnbrighter hadn't woken up on Fall 1. He'd woken up on Summer 29.
What?
The seasons
How does that
hadn't
happen?
changed. But maybe it was a fluke, a bad dream, a tiny glitch. He thought that maybe if he just played the day normally, that he'd wake up the next day entering fall.
I should have done this with my
just
blueberries,
like he
honestly.
should. And he could finally get his hands on that pomegranate he so desperately sought. He harvested some blueberries, talked to his beautiful husband Elliot, who assured him that everything would surely be back to normal tomorrow, and went to bed.
I can't wait to actually have a character move in with me. I can't wait.
But when Burnbrighter woke up, everything hadn't gone back to normal. It was still summer. Now, summer 30.
He just sleeping in the bed as well.
He went back to bed, hoping that this nightmare would finally end. But it only got worse.
What is happening?
Summer 31.
Also, cool wallpaper.
Summer
I honestly
32.
I can't wait to design my house as well.
Summer 33, 34, 35. The days went on and on, with no end in sight for this forever summer. When Burnbrighter posted about his story on Reddit, he had made it all the way to Summer 69.
But like the first thing, and I bet he was accused of doing glitches, right? Or like accused of like
By this
hacking or
point, he
something
should
or
be
modding,
well
right?
into winter, and yet he stays trapped in summer. While Burnbrighter's never-ending summer is truly a horrifying tale, I couldn't help but be fascinated by this glitch. A season that never ends.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I've played Stardew for nearly 1,000 hours, started up countless save files, and I've never even experienced anything
I've only been playing for like I've been playing for nearly 26 hours, but still, I've never experienced that, like, or even thought of experiencing that.
I reached out to Burnbrighter and asked if he'd be willing to answer a couple of my questions.
It's 116?
To see if we can get to the bottom of why exactly he was experiencing this problem. He humbly complied. So here's everything we know about his save file. He's playing on mobile on the most recent update of the Android version 1.4.5. I asked if anything weird had ever happened with his save before, or if he's ever played with mods, but apparently the game was working absolutely
Yeah, that's the first thing you would ask, isn't it?
And he's only ever played the vanilla version of the game off the Google Play Store. Something else I was curious about is if time-based events still worked. Did weeks pass at all? But apparently, pretty much everything else is normal, bar the eternal summer season.
Yeah.
His gift tallies with NPCs still reset every Sunday, and he still receives mail as he should.
Right, so the world is still turning in a way?
Like this, which is a little concerning, but that's it, really. Even the Queen of Sauce and Living Off Land are still progressing.
That's crazy.
Giving him tips about fall and winter, teasing a treasure that's just outside of reach. Even stranger than all this, when he loads into the game, the file select screen labels the day as fall. So when it's Summer 63
So it is a
in his
big
game,
glitch.
the save file is labeled as Fall 30. And you know, after hearing all this, I thought, you know, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. Burnbrighter's still able to play the game as normal, and summer is the most profitable season after all. I asked him if he's ever thought about this being a blessing instead of a curse, and well, here's what he had to say.
Well, here's the thing. As stated, I'm a very new player.
Okay.
I'm not super focused on making a huge amount of profits.
Well, that sounds like me.
And I'm more just enjoying getting to know NPCs, exploring the world and the lore, and organically discovering all that the game has to offer. While I'll admit the starfruit wine and blueberries are nice, I'm getting sick of the monotony, the endless buzzing of insects.
Oh my god!
Sweet peas and grapes everywhere I go. As much as I've been joking about it, playing is genuinely starting to feel like purgatory.
And I imagine that's what it would feel like, because like again, it's like almost like an Edgar Allan Poe poem or something like that. It's like, and then the summer would be horrible.
Living the same day over and over again, with no change on the horizon. It really makes me appreciate how integral the changing seasons are to Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I can see that.
How even if winter sucks, its approach and the anticipation of spring are part of what make the game fun.
And that's all the game had become for him now. Day in and day out, summer every single day. And no matter how hard I looked, I couldn't find anybody who had experienced this bug before, or any possible
That's what's
fixes.
terrifying for me.
And with the mobile update of Stardew still a ways off, it seemed
Like
like
nobody else
Burnbrighter
having the
was
same problem?
eternally doomed, forever stuck in purgatory, for the rest of his days, forced to go day in and day out, stuck in the never-ending humidity of summer. a pomegranate just outside of his
Yeah,
reach
that's what makes it even worse.
for the
You need
rest
one
of
more
his
thing.
life. Until bright shining light in the distance appeared.
What's that?
A beacon of hope, an angel to
What is
save
that?
Burn Brighter from this eternal purgatory. And that angel was a man named Blade.
What?
Blade is a fellow Stardew Valley content creator, and he's an absolute whiz at programming. He understands the
I'm
Stardew
looking
code
at this, it
better
looks so
than
confusing.
anyone else I know. On a whim, I reached out to him to see if he had ever seen anything like this glitch before. After hearing Burn Brighter's story, Blade said he couldn't make any promises, but if I sent him the game file, he might be able to fix it.
That's so sick.
Since Burn Brighter was playing on Android, luckily he was able to retrieve his save file data and send it over to
I
Blade.
love that.
Blade took a
This
look at the
community is
file,
awesome.
And, well, I'll let him explain what exactly it was he did.
Alright, let's have a look at this save. Day... It crashed. You can see what day
So
that
it crashed on PC?
It wasn't day 72 or summit. It was day 225 of full. What I'm going to do here is I'm not going to touch the days played. I'm going to set the day to be what it should be with that amount of days played.
That's awesome.
Which is the first of summer year 4. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because a lot of the game logic around things like what's going to be on the TV is related to the days played number.
Okay.
Not the day of month. So that there should be enough to fix it.
We sent the new fixed file over to Burn Brighter.
Did it work?
But I was nervous.
Of course
When
you'd
Blade
be.
tried to
Like,
load
this
the
to me is terrifying, but also the coolest thing ever. So cool.
file, his game crashed twice. Had he really fixed the save file? Would Burn Brighter
Oh, I can't wait to
really
see
be
this.
able to load in on summer of year 4? And 28
Please,
days
guys, tell me
later,
where to get Christmas decorations when Christmas does come around.
finally be able to see those forbidden red leaves he's waited to see for so long? Or would he still be trapped forever in that eternal summer? Well, he added the save file to his phone, loaded in, and...
So good. The relief he must have
Finally,
felt.
Burn Brighter could finally exit this eternal hell he had unwittingly trapped himself in. He loaded in and finally saw what he had been dreaming of this whole time. Fall. Accomplishing something that he never thought would be so hard to achieve. As
Crazy
he
to be able
ran
to do
around the
this.
hazelnuts and
Crazy.
plums, he went over to his
Oh my
pomegranate tree
God.
that had finally sprouted. With tears in his eyes, he carried that pomegranate
That's the last
over to
bundle?
the community center and finally...
So Malcolm's intention was for me to end there, right before the end, and we're going to be doing that there as well, just so you don't get spoilers. Malcolm, who sometimes you'll see in the comment section, is a fantastic mod and always has been a fantastic mod. And just like my other mods for like Genshin and Stardew, Alligator, Luca, you'll see him around the place in the comment section. So sometimes you're replying to stuff. Felix as well is there too, so I always appreciate the mods. But this is just a really, really fun video, like really, really fun, really well made as well. So I appreciate you sending this in. Thank you. And before I go, I want to say I couldn't imagine being stuck in one day, because for me, like, imagine 3 extra summer days, fantastic. Beyond that, you kind of like want to get to the fall, right? But imagine, because you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, I wish I had like 4 more days for this year, 4 more days for that there. It's totally like, how do I say? It's totally like, what do I say? Like it's totally like terrifying. Because whilst at first it sounds amazing, again, like I said, an extra few days, it becomes terrifying. Thank you guys for watching Rome Reacts this week, and thank you so much for supporting the series. Next week, Rome Reacts will be taking a break, as next week we'll be uploading like a few longer videos here or there. But basically, like, Rome Reacts as a whole, whether it become re-editing, editing, recording, usually takes about 8, maybe even sometimes even more. It takes like maybe like 8 hours in total for everything. So I think it's the best option just to, like, we won't do Rome Reacts for 1 week. We'll come back the next week after that. Therefore, I can still make a lot of videos for the week, still do the Genshin videos, still do the Stardew videos and the horror videos, whilst also, getting some time to, relax over Christmas. And that's what we're going to be doing over Christmas as well, and the holidays. Thank you so much to Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Johnny Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Malcolm Hyundai, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, Alpaca Juice, Yopsy, and Xander Whatever. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.